July 7th. It's Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Jonathan, is it Tuesday? I forget the days.
I think it is. I don't know. I'm still wrapped up with being back and forth from Vegas to Iowa. Sometimes I don't know what day it is, to be honest with you.
You know how, like, when you're a kid and it's like summer break, you have no idea what day it is? That's
Yep.
kind of like how my life is now. Every day is kind of a weekend. I'm on every single night. There's no days off. It's just wild. Like, I have no idea what day it is, what time it is. You know what time it is? It's time to draft best ball. It's time to hang out with Jonathan. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. He was in the Dynasty show, which had some technical stuff. We didn't get to really talk. Now we're
No.
going to talk. Now we're going to draft some teams. And Jonathan, you were in Nevada. We were just chatting before the show how weird Nevada is. And you can't draft this stuff in Nevada. So you get to actually draft with me. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah. Looking forward to watching you make your picks and other people make mistakes and grading some teams. And yeah, it does suck. I can't do any drafts out here, but I mean, when it first came out, I
We're
did, but those
drafting
days are
together.
gone.
We're drafting together, my dude.
Oh, I didn't know I was going to be able to make picks
What, you
third
think I'm
party.
a dictator over here or something?
I don't know.
I mean, if you try to tell me to take Jadarian Price at ADP, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself. But other
I
than
mean, you got,
that, like, you know,
apparently you got to take Luther Burden before you take almost St. Brown these days.
well, yeah, Luther Burden over Antonio Brown for sure. Silent, what is the Field Yates interview? You're asking if I'm having Field Yates on my show. I like Field Yates. His hair is a little much for me. He's a little too buttoned up for me. I feel like he's too proper. Jonathan, do you think Field Yates could survive on this program?
No, I don't think so at all. And I honestly feel Yates like every single time I watch a show, all they do is talk about his hair, and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, he's just trying to
He
be Mel
flaunts it.
Kiper 2.0. And, you know, I prefer Field Yates over Mel Kiper based on his knowledge. I'm a
Hmm.
Todd McShay guy. Like, I would have Todd McShay on the show. I actually respect Todd McShay. Mel Kiper's been just god awful. And, you know, he always just talks about all the times he was right, but he was wrong just as much, if not more. And when he's wrong, he's so adamant about these picks. We could go through the list. I need to pull it up one day for all the crazy things. You know what? The same with this show. Like, I post so many shorts of all. It's just like AI generated. I have to make some of them, but you know, 3 a day for the entirety of the offseason. So like, we're going to be wrong on quite a bit of this stuff because it is the weather. Like, let's say it's 40%. I think we're going to be right 60%. My thing is when we're right, we're really right. Like Tucker Kraft last year before the injury, of course. When we're
Yep. And
wrong,
Mike,
I'm going to be like wrong by a little bit, but like someone could always go back to any channel, any person and be like, dude, you got this, that, and that wrong. You're an idiot. Like, it's about totality. But Mel Kiper is so adamant and he like tells other people to fuck off about his
hmm.
opinion. And that's my problem with Mel Kiper. Like, you don't know what you're talking about, Mel. You don't know more than anyone else. And if anything, he knows less because he's so dug in and he's doing this shit for effect, right? Of like, you know who I am? I'm Mel Kiper. Look at my hair.
Yeah, I remember when we first came on that first draft show. Everybody was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" All the owners and everybody's like, "Who's this guy saying who we should take and who we shouldn't take?" I know it was a long time ago, but
Yeah. All right. So I didn't see the answer to that. Mel is arrogant. You know, he has a right to be arrogant because of his brand he's built, which I want to say where he came from. If you know anything about Mel Kiper, he was like, he tried to be a scout on the Colts or something. And they turned him down. So he's had this vendetta against the Colts for like 30 years. And he just always slanders their picks, even when they're fine. We got Fantasy Dog in here. We have Grant in here. Mel Kiper is a 225 hitter. You know what? It's fine to be a 225 hitter when your on base percentage is 400 if you're Adam Dunn. He is a 225 slap hitter. We don't want our hitters to bat 225 with no OPS, right? No slugging. That's what Mel Kiper is, because wasn't Mel Kiper super high on Johnny Manziel? Like saying Johnny Manziel should have been a 5th round pick. Clearly he did not do his homework on the other stuff that we all knew about Johnny Manziel. We had glimpses of what he was. We didn't know he was like literally partying to this extent. But he was like, it doesn't matter. Johnny Manziel. It's like, dude, Johnny Manziel weighed 190 pounds. The hell are we talking about here?
yeah, he's what Ty Simpson was to Pat McAfee's boy this year.
Field Yates is a solid Paul Konerko. I'll say Field Yates is a 280, 370 on base, 35 homers. I think that Todd McShay is a better player, right? Todd McShay is a Hall of Famer. And Rob Simmons is I'm Bo Jackson. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna have a 2-year stretch, like you see this, and then I'm just out of the game. I'm just
Can't break
gone.
your hip.
Oh, I would. I'm not big enough to break my. You have to be muscular to break a hip like Bo Jackson. Only Bo Jackson could have sustained that injury too, right? Like he was a one of one because it dislocated from his body essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. The only thing holding together was his muscles.
All right, we're gonna hop in a draft here. We're gonna do the Frenchie Marathon, guys. So let me know who is down to draft. We're gonna join this in like 2 minutes. So let us know. I'm gonna give you guys 2 minutes. Let me know in the chat who's down to draft. It's right here on the screen, the Frenchie Marathon. So if you don't know anything about this tournament, there's no playoffs. It goes weeks 1 through 17. It's total points. So no stacking involved. It's a really fun tournament. I love the marathons. Jedi's down, Hetzer's down, Connor's down. What's up, Hetzer? Connor. Hetzer, shout out to you. You've been drinking a lot recently, Hetzer. I'm a little concerned about you. And coming from me, that might sound crazy, but Hetzer doesn't seem like a big drinker. And I'm all for having fun. Hopefully you're being safe. I'm half kidding when I'm saying I'm concerned about you, but he's hitting it hard, and I love it. I love it. So just be safe, my dude, is all I got to ask.
Well, he's not driving since he's on the show. So that's good.
Well, you never know, dude. If you get that level drunk, you're fucking on a live stream. You're fucking super chatting. You're getting a BJ from a chick in a car. Like that's that level drunk. Connor, I want to shout out Connor, though, who is a new member of the Patreon. So I know we all talked to him yesterday. Shout out to Connor. We appreciate you, my dude. And welcome to the jungle, man. All right. We're going to join it up. So join up the Frenchie Marathon. Make sure it's on 20 seconds per pick, not the 8 hour. We don't want to do slow drafts. So we're in. I hope you guys can all get in. And there is 4 spots available. So 4 spots. First 4, get in and draft with us. Let's get it going. So I should have given you a better intro. I was thinking about something like, because you're a daredevil, you're a race car driver, and like you do things that we only do in Gran Turismo, right? Like that's kind of where you're at. We don't do these things in real life. I drive the speed limit, brother.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I drive pretty slow on the streets too, but I mean I've been racing since I was 12. So
do you drift? Do you drift through stoplights and shit?
Yeah. Yeah, when it rains, I get pretty frisky in my truck. But other than that, not really. I mean, I used to work for a company where I used to do drift ride-alongs and get paid $40 an hour to do that.
How did you get into racing? Like, has it been something you've been like, is a passion for you since a kid? I mean, obviously we all like go-karts and shit when we're younger, but how did you get into it? How did you know this is something you love?
Well, we were trying to find another hobby for me. My dad, when I moved out here to Vegas the first time, and we just picked up racing through a family friend. And when I was 12, and we went out and won 35 out of 40 races, and decided, we might as well just kind of keep doing this. And then I mixed in a couple sports here and there through high school, and then just kept racing back and forth from California and here when I go back and live with my mom.
You're also a golfer, huh? You're decent?
Yeah, I'm a pretty good golfer. Right now, I'd say I'm probably. It's been a couple months I've been able to play because it's been so hot out here, but I'd say I'd probably float maybe around like a 10.5 right now. I've been all the way down to a 6. My sister played golf in college, so my grandpa was a marshal my whole life, so I kind of grew up playing golf since I was about 7.
Dude, a 6 handicap is like, I want to say like the 3% of the world, And now you say like a 10 right now, you don't play very much. That's still like the top 5 to 10% of the world. That just shows you the golf community and how bad people are at golf and sports in general.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of interesting when my really, really bad days is like decent for most people.
85.
Yeah, if I can't keep it in the fairway off the tee box, it's usually the first thing that goes when I don't play for a while. It's probably mid 80s, but if I can keep it in the fairway, I'm usually like high 70s pretty easily.
That's elite golf, man. It's it's one of those games where golf it shouldn't be that hard, but it is that hard, and it comes down to confidence, man. Like, I don't play nearly as much as I used to. I used to play 100 rounds a year and, had free access to everything, practice facility at a country club. And even then, and my great stretches where I was shooting par on average at a hard course, I shoot like a 79 and I have a round where I have the yips or something. I'm like shanking a chip or like struggling out of the sand. And I feel like I've never played the game before and I like lose my confidence. And it's like, I just shot 79, but like whatever your bar is, it's where your bar's at, and you will like mentally like destroy yourself. And it's like we need to just separate in all sports, right? Like Steph Curry can go 1 for 11 from 3. It doesn't mean he's not a good 3-point shooter. But golf is a very specific game where it feels like the sky is falling. Making a double, making a triple, shooting an 85 if you're a scratch golfer seems like you're the worst. When in reality, most people would kill to shoot 85. Like that's the round they have in their tombstone. That's what they tell their family members about, right? And that's the skill cap. The skill cap. It's like ping pong, dude. Like if you play a really good person in ping pong, you'll never beat them ever. Ever. You're not returning their serve.
Yeah.
And golf is one of those games where there's a skill cap of like how far do you hit it? What's your short game like? Are you polished? Can you control the golf ball? Pretty much. And then also your mental fortitude is a big thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's mostly mental, to be honest with you. I mean, golf is a crazy mental game.
Storey was on here saying you said racing is more of a sport than golf, which I think is insane.
No, it is.
No,
it is.
Nope, not gonna convince me, man.
There's just as much.
All right, we gotta move off golf though. We gotta move off. We gotta get to the draft and talk about what we're doing here. We have Jahmyr Gibbs at the first pick. Again, guys, this is not a tournament. This is just it's a giant tournament, but it's not tournament style where there's playoffs. It's total points, end of the year. Stacking is not necessarily required in this. We're taking the best player available. We start with Jahmyr Gibbs. We have Hetzer in here, Derek in here, Montana in here. Unfortunately, God, Connor didn't get in this. My bad, bro. I didn't think it'd be this full. Jen, I didn't get in this. We're going to do another one after this for sure. And we're going to get Nico Collins. And then I should be asking you. I'm not going to have the board up. So.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me when I can't see the queue or what's really.
Yeah, I can give you the rundown here. So we're going to take, let's see. I'm going to make these next two picks, and then we'll go from there, and I'll keep you in the loop. So we took Nico and Rasheed Rice. You down with those picks?
Yeah, I'm down with those picks. Those are good picks right there.
Devonta Smith was an option, and Jeremiah Love. And I much prefer Jeremiah Love in a tournament because of the back end stuff. Like, this is a total season thing. And, like, I think Jeremiah Love's going to smash his ADP, but it might be rough for.
This is full PPR, correct?
No, half PPR.
This is half? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there goes Josh Allen. Fantasy played at a 7 handicap. Fantasy's a little bit older. Shout out to Fantasy Dog. What's going on, man? And he says Rob is as unique of a golfer as I've ever seen. That is true. I could hustle some clowns all day and pose as a 10 handicap, kind of pull a kingpin situation at like member guest tournaments. But I would probably die because people get really pissed at that shit. Sandbagging is a real big problem in golf because you could just lie about your score all fucking day.
Oh, easily, especially in these local tournaments.
Or just not even lie about your score. You could just specifically like make doubles when, and like play around with your family and like you can't question someone's score. I mean, you can, but it's not a good argument to get into. All right, we're in the third round here. Devonta Smith falls all the way to pick 32 at Hetzer. Hetzer's got to just be doing fucking backflips right now. St. Brown, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith. Sexy start, dude. Sexy start. We are all the way over here on the left by ourselves, so we can start talking about our picks once. That's why I use my phone also, because I like to set a queue. So
yeah, if you notice how close I'm getting to the camera, it's because because it's delayed on my laptop, so I got to look up and see you.
Do you have your phone? You should pull your phone up and have that as a reference.
Yeah, I'm using my phone for the StreamYard system.
Oh, I see. Connor's shooting anywhere between 90 and 110, depending on how many joints, beers have indulged in. Now, here's the question, Connor. Does the more beers and more – usually weed helps. Too many beers is not good because you'll just lose your awareness. What helps the most? If you're getting plastered out there, does it help you? Do you shoot better the more fucked up you are? Because I know a lot of people do better when they just don't think about things. Now, golf's not one of those games. Like bowling is a game where you can just be fucked up and bowl well. Golf has a little bit more intricacies where like you can't just be 20 beers deep and 4 joints in and be like, good. I don't think so.
That's it. I'd say the same goes for racing.
Well, yeah, definitely racing. I mean, there's a reason they have DUI laws. Simon said, bro, I saw you a few days ago in Geneva, and you were going at least 1 mile an hour over the speed limit. Oh, yeah, Silent, what kind of car do I drive? If you guess that right, then I'm going to have an issue. I think you're stalking me. I really think you might stalk me. Which I don't care. Your name is Silent Static. I do have a Nissan Altima.
Really?
What year, what color?
Nissan Altimas usually they come in gold or silver as the main ones, and it's probably 2016.
2013, and it's black. But you
Oh.
got the make, dude. You got the make. That's good enough. I'll
Most
give you some
popular
credit
car
there.
in Illinois.
It is. Look at you. So we're up in 4 picks. We have Gibbs, Nico, and Rice. I'm not looking at Lamar. I'm not looking at Loveland here. We have receivers Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, Jamison Williams, Luther Burden. Running backs, we need to take one running back here, and it's going to be Swift, Bucky, or Quinshawn Judkins. So we'll see what falls to us here. What are your thoughts here? Swift, Bucky, and Judkins, and then the receivers I have in the queue is Evans, McLaurin, Luther Burden, Jamison Williams.
Half PPR, Quinshawn.
All right. Are you on board with McLaurin if he falls to us here?
Yes.
You want
Especially
Judkins over Bucky, huh? Over Bucky?
Yes. He's going to get more work.
I'm kind of on board too in this format too.
I mean, if it was full PPR, it'd be a little different.
But on yesterday's show. Okay, so we're going to take Judkins and Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, McLaurin's a good one, especially with what Ayuk's been pulling.
100%.
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, Ayuk's not playing on the Commanders. No fucking way. So the fact we got McLaurin at pick 49 is awesome.
Yeah, no, that's definitely some value there.
Like, I take McLaurin over Adams, Neighbors, Waddle, Evans. Tet McMillan is close. I take Tet over him just based on ADP in these tournaments. But in my redraft leagues, I will probably be taking Terry McLaurin over Tet McMillan. That's a close one. Are you high on Tet this year?
Honestly, I was hoping you're going to ask me that because I'm not. Like, as long as Bryce Young's there, I mean, honestly, like, you got him throwing him the football. It's like, and if Coker's healthy all year, what's the target share really going to look like with somebody that throws the ball 20 times a game?
What about Garrett Wilson? I throw Garrett Wilson's hat in there. And Ibuka. Let's talk about the guys that went back to back to back. McMillan, Garrett Wilson, Ibuka. Rank those guys for me.
I'm probably going to go, honestly, Garrett Wilson, Ibuka, and McMillan. This year, at least.
See, I want Tet over Ibuka. Like, look at the target. I know you have Baker playing there. I get that you have Baker there, but like, Tet McMillan was downright good as a rookie, and Ibuka was good for 5 games, and it was also in the back of touchdowns. Like, I feel like Tet's a target earner. I don't know that Ibuka is a target earner, and then that's my disconnect there. And even go down to someone like Cade Otton, who I'm not a big Cade Otton guy, but I think he's underrated. He is so much better than what they have there in Carolina. And go to the running backs, Bucky, Kenneth Gainwell. Like, they have Chuba Hubbard and Jonathan Brooks. Like, there's literally one player on this offense getting drafted anywhere near relevance besides Chuba, and it's Jalen Coker at pick 130. So that tells me, I don't care how bad Bryce Young is, like, there's a monopoly on this passing game, and it's Tet McMillan.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. It's just still, like, I mean, Bryce Young, what they give him? They gave him his 5th-year option, and I mean, they're not looking to sign him, and that's kind of alarming there. I mean, they're going to replace him soon.
You think they would sign him because they could get kind of a team-friendly deal at this point? Where if he plays well this year, he's going to get a Tua contract.
Yep, exactly. So it's almost like they're kind of risking it. It's like almost like they're betting on him playing bad this year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because if he plays bad this year, their win total is 6.5. Their schedule is tough. They're going to have a top 12 pick, and then they can easily just draft somebody. So I guess I see what they're hedging. So if he plays well, they'll just pay him because he's going to get paid anyway, an extra $8 million, and then they'll have their quote unquote franchise guy.
Yeah.
It's a weird dynamic there. I don't know. I don't think they know what they're doing. I do like Dave Canales though. I do respect him as a head coach and a play caller, but
yeah, there's just something with Tet that I don't have a weird feeling about it. And then this whole ankle thing that's going on. I know it's early, but like, it's kind of out of nowhere, and it's kind of like, oh, you might miss the start of training camp, and it's like, and you know how ankle stuff goes with big, tall receivers like that.
I'm not a Tet guy. Like, I was not coming out. I thought he was a little overrated, but I'll say he answered, some of my concerns last year. Like, the slow start, he's still up with 7 touchdowns. Like, he kind of, I say proved me wrong, but all right, we're up here at pick 72. And there's one last quarter. So Chuba's available. The receivers are garbage. There's no tight end. So we're going to have to take a quarterback for sure. If Caleb falls, we're taking Caleb. We just have to get this in this format. And then Jordan Tyson goes. I think we could go Chuba Hubbard. and get in this format, we're not looking for end of the season. Tony Pollard, Stevenson, Rico Dowdle, like those guys don't do anything for me.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, out of them, I would go Chuba.
And the receivers are Quentin Johnson, Mekhi Lemon. I like DK here. We have 3 receivers. It's half PPR. Let's take Chuba here and really have a pretty balanced team of 3 receivers, 3 running backs, and then the last of the elite quarterbacks. Everyone else is gone. You said Drake May goes in the round before us. So now it's just Dak Prescott on the board. So I think this is a pretty balanced start, especially in the format we're playing. This is essentially the same as you would draft in a sit and go, just a one league situation. You're just up against 40,000 people. But I think Chuba Hubbard, especially in this format, I love him. I'm a little off him in tournaments because, I think that towards the end of the year, Jonathan Brooks is going to eat into his workload, and he's going to be an expiring asset in a way where he's gonna crush his ADP, right? Like at least the first half of the year.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he was good when he was healthy, honestly. I think if he didn't pick up that calf injury that I think was still lingering from the year before, I think he would have had a good year last year, and Rico would never even really been a thing.
And Chuba's pretty bad. He's a decent pass catcher, but his yards per catch, everything is just not good. But volume is everything, and especially at this ADP. Now, if he was a 4th round running back, okay. Now I'm not drafting Chuba Hubbard. That's why last year I was not drafting Chuba Hubbard because he went in the 4th round. And I loved Rico Dowdle. And even besides Rico Dowdle, I was like, the talent of Chuba Hubbard, we've seen this story play out where these guys get replaced because they're replacement level players. But Jonathan Brooks, they're just not going to trust him. It's not good for them to put this on Jonathan Brooks. If they want to see what Jonathan Brooks has, he's not experienced. The injury questions, they have to ease him into action. So Chuba should be safe for. What would you put his number at? So first 5 weeks of the year, how many touches do you think Chuba Hubbard averages? I have something in my head.
The first 5 weeks of the year?
Catches and rushes, yeah, total touches. Per game, how many?
17.
That's exactly what I had in my head, bro. 17. All right, you could tell me 20. If you told me 20, I wouldn't say that's crazy. If you told me 14, I'd say that's pretty crazy. I feel like it's going to be more than 14. I mean, it's going to be at least 14 carries with probably 3 catches. And I think that's low. I think that's being conservative on the Chuba Hubbard number. Now, what does that mean in this offense? It could still be bad. I don't care if you're getting 17 touches and you're getting a guy in the 7th round. He's going to be an RB2. This is what we thought Tony Pollard was supposed to be last year. That just didn't work out because the Titans were literally the worst offense in the league to start the year. Mm-hmm. This is not going to be the worst offense in the league.
No, I don't think so, especially with the healthy Coker. I mean, that's going to free up. Coker being healthy is going to free up the run game too, to be honest with you. When you got somebody that big running through the middle.
What do you think the Panthers' range of outcomes are? I like to do this exercise all the time. Like with the Lions, I say it's 1 is their upside and 10 is their floor. Total points scored, points per game as an offense for the Panthers. Give me your range of outcomes for the Panthers.
Total points scored. I mean, the way I can answer this is I see them probably scoring in the mid-20s.
I'm saying ranking, what does that equal? Like
in the division or in the NFL?
Offense? No, in the NFL, they're the 17th best offense.
13th best offense.
That's their upside.
Would be their upside, yeah.
Okay, what's their downside?
Downside would be probably bottom 6, bottom 5.
26, 27th. That's pretty fair. But again, if their downside's not last, even if it's bottom 5, that's bad. But that's their absolute worst where people get hurt. All right, we're up in 1 pick here. I have 3 guys in the queue. It's Blake Corum, it's Xavier Worthy, and it's Sam Laporta. They're all available. So we have a 3-3-1 build. We don't have a tight end. I think Sam Laporta needs to be on this team.
Yeah, I would get Sam. Yeah, Laporta, especially since you got back-to-back picks.
And then do we go We already have Rashee Rice, so we should probably take Blake Corum and just be done at running back.
Yeah,
I don't want to take 2. Yeah, we're pretty much done at running back now.
Especially
we have same buy as Judkins, but we have 2 other separate buys. We could take 1 more running back in the 14th round or something and make this a 5 running back team. We have to make up receiver, which I'm fine making up a receiver in the way, especially, in tournaments. I'm fine with taking shots on handcuffs because those guys could take you to the championship and really win the league for you. In a sit and go in this, I don't want to handcuff. I can't deal with 9 weeks of nothing. I want guys like we have. I want guys like Kenny Gainwell. I want guys like Dylan Sampson, right? I don't want Tank Bigsby. What is that going to do for me? I'd rather have take a shot on Calvin Ridley in that range, someone that can give me some points. So I like our build so far, man. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean I think everybody going back-to-back running back early kind of helped you out with getting some good receivers there early, and then the Quinshon
Nico
Judkins
falling.
is the Judkins fall into there for your second RB is like, I mean, people are absolutely sleeping on Judkins this year, and I'm not just saying that because he's on my dynasty team, but like you got to remember the guy didn't have a training camp at all last year.
And the offense might be bad again this year, but it can't be that bad. And they have two options at quarterback. You would take David Montgomery over Quinshon Judkins, though, right? Just want to make sure that.
Are we talking just straight up redraft or?
Yeah, in any format, half PPR.
Yeah, based on
you love Quinshon Judkins, then. Okay, so I see you love.
I do.
That's good. I like him too. I had him on my list last night for safe players. Safe for 20 touches. Connor says Ted Sealing is top 5 receiver in my opinion. Maybe not this season, but within the next 3 years. Turned 23 2 months ago. Yeah, he's really young. And yeah, I think he top 5, maybe not in fantasy. I think maybe what you're saying, Jonathan, correct me if I'm wrong, is he's a better real life player this year. You see more better real life stuff than fantasy stuff. Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely better real life player than fantasy. I just don't see. I don't know. I don't see him. There's not enough volume there for him for a top 5. I mean, yeah, I know he's a volume receiver, but like, it's a running team. Like they're not, they're not out there chucking it constantly.
To counter that, though, he had 122 targets last year. We talked about this last night. There was that three-week stretch it was a 5-week stretch, but a specific 3-week stretch where Rico Dotto had 90 touches. Like, they don't have Rico on this team anymore. As much as we like Chuba, like, I think he's going to have 140 targets this year. You think that's fair for
that's
140?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if he's getting 140, how many is Coker getting?
95? 100? I mean, they could both have a fuckload because Jatavion Sanders and Tommy Tremble are just the definition of a Jag. Like, they're Jags.
Yeah,
like they should be on the Jaguars. They should sign both those guys. That should be the Jaguars' tight end room.
Yeah, and Xavier Leggett, or as I like to call him, Baguette, because he ain't worth shit. I mean, he ain't going to do nothing. I don't even think he's going to be on the team start of the year, to be honest with you.
Okay, we have some options here. And if Kyler Murray falls to us here, he's probably going to get taken right here. We're going to take Kyler Murray way after ADP. I also put Khalil Shakir in the queue. I feel like Shakir is nice for this format. Sweet. Okay, we're going to get Kyler Murray. That'll be our second quarter. There goes Shakir. We can't take Higgins because we already have Nico Collins. We could take Shaheed. This is a little early for Shaheed. But the running backs, we don't need a running back. We have 4 running backs. We don't need a tight end. Mark Andrews available. I don't want to do that. So let's take Kyler right now. And now we have to think about the wide receiver. Jaden Higgins, Jalen Coker, Rashid Shaheed, Stephon Diggs. I'm not taking Diggs in this format with the unknown. I like the upside, but Coker, for me, it's Coker or Shaheed.
I like Coker. I mean,
okay.
But then
take Coker.
I like Coker. Coker's going to get more play than Shaheed is.
I almost got autoed on that one. I did not set the queue. Yeah, Shaheed seems like I like Coker much more for a safe option. And again, if this was a tournament, I would probably go Shaheed. But with our 4th receiver, I want someone with some floor. So thank you for talking me on that one. So now we're good at quarterback. I think we're done at quarterback. We could take Jacoby Brissett with our last pick if we want. But we have Kyler and Caleb. We have 4 receivers in Nico, Rice, McLaurin, and Coker. We have 4 running backs with Gibbs, Judkins, Hubbard, and Corum. And we have Sam Laporta, dude. This is we can go any direction right now, which I love. We could take our 5th running back. It wouldn't be too much. We could take we want to take our 5th receiver for sure with one of these next 2 picks. We could take our 2nd tight ends. I am I'm a big fan of Unfortunately, Sam Laporta has the same buy as my guy TJ Hawkinson. So
I saw a video of him working out and I was like, oh my God.
Dude, he looks I don't care how bad he is. It doesn't matter, right? Dude, Jake Ferguson's bad. Dalton Schultz is bad, aren't they? They're bad. They're both bad. They're old. They're slow.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Hawkinson looked like my grandpa going to the fridge at midnight. He was trying to run shuttle routes. It was pretty gnarly.
If Hawkinson stays healthy this year, and let's just say Kyler Murray is average, and this offense doesn't take the jump we're taking. Give me T.J. Hawkinson's final line. Healthy T.J. Hawkinson, and mind you, the backup tight end there is Josh Oliver. Receiving receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns. Give me his worst case scenario. He's cooked. He's still gonna be playing because they have no one else to play unless they trade for someone, which they're not going to. At least not right now. Give me his line.
Is cooked.
He's what he was last year. The film isn't great. He's only 28, but he's let's just say the injury, he just never came back from it.
50 something receptions. I would say probably somewhere around 480 to 530 yards and 4 touchdowns.
That smashes tight end 22, just so you know.
No, I know. I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad player. He just looks cooked, but there's, like you said, there's nobody behind him.
And yeah, that's a bad. I think that's pretty. I was gonna say 50 for 505. No, 5 is probably too high. So 50 for 503. Let's call it 3 touchdowns. That is better than tight end 22. And now in redraft, that does nothing for you. I understand this. And this is my thing with Hawkinson is not the upside is he's a redraft streamable, I think, top 10 guy. In best ball, we just want guys that are going to have, a couple weeks of a touchdown, some 5 for 50s. That is probably what you described, 50 catches, 500 yards, 3 touchdowns. Let's call it 4 touchdowns, what you said. That is probably tight end 15 at the end of the year. 7 spots at his ADP. That's business. That's what we want to do here. And, Sadiq goes ahead of him. And, what's Sadiq's floor? Does he have one?
Yeah, not really. I mean, there's too much stuff going on there, honestly.
All right, we are up, and we got to take a tight end. This is fucking rough. I hate this range. That's why Woody Marks is an option. We could take our 5th running back. I don't really want to. Omar Cooper, Jawan Jennings. What do you think about Jawan Jennings in this format? Trey Tucker. I don't want Omar Cooper at all.
Honestly, I would. If Mendoza's starting, I'd take Trey.
Are you a Keaton Mitchell guy?
Yeah, I'm over it all. I think so.
Keaton Mitchell's gone, so we could take. You want to take Jawan Jennings and Trey Tucker just to get guys who know they're going to play. We need some safe floor receivers. And other than that, it's Omar Cooper, Denzel Boston, Ryan Flournoy. But Ryan Flournoy is way ahead of his ADP. So
yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with what you mentioned.
We took Trey Tucker. Let's take Jawan Jennings as well. They're not great options. This was not ideal, but I'm not taking Omar Cooper in this format. I'm not taking Denzel Boston. I would have considered Boston, but at least we know we have, Trey Tucker should be the number 1. I mean, it's number 1 or number 2, which is really the number 3 because Brock Bowers.
It's just if Cousins is playing most of the year, that's going to be Trey Tucker's going to be rough because Cousins got a new.
Agreed. Line. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, I think Jalen Naylor pairs much better with Kirk Cousins. It doesn't even matter. The receivers don't matter. He's going to be throwing to Brock Bowers and Ashton Genty literally 31 times a game if it's Kirk Cousins.
Pretty much.
All right, let's get to some comments here. Chuba to the moon. Fuck it. I have him in Dynasty. I love that most people, they're all about the players they have in Dynasty. They took him for a reason, though. Silent says, choose one, Loveland or Laporta. I mean, it's definitely Loveland.
Yeah, Loveland.
Because the ADPs are insane. But at value, it's Sam Laporta. It's not even close, dude. It's not even close. One goes in the 8th round and one goes in the 4th round. So
yeah. For
what
value,
are the chances that give me I'll ask you this. What are the chances that Sam Laporta, they both stay healthy and we'll call it full PPR. Let's call it half PPR. That's what we're doing. That Sam Laporta outscores Colson Loveland this year. Give me the chances.
There's at least I would say at least a 40% chance.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. One guy's going 4 rounds later. So, yeah, it's not a great chance. I'll even give you 33% chance, a third, 1 out of 3 seasons. But he doesn't have to. He has to score within 3 fantasy points a game to actually have better value. And that's the game we're playing right now is value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then everybody in Chicago, it's like, I don't know. There's so much stuff going on there. And then you're relying on – I mean, I know you guys are from Chicago, and, you're relying on Caleb. It's like, who knows?
Hey, Big him. Ray just got in the chat. His head's gonna explode, man.
That's why I said
it. Yeah. All right, we need one more running back at some point. I'm gonna put Dylan Sampson's a reach here. but there are some options at receiver. We need
Is
one more tight
Sampson
ends.
is Sampson really a reach if he's going after Coleman?
No, hold on. We can't take Sampson. We already have two running backs at week 11 bye.
Yeah.
So, man, we just wait. We're just gonna wait. We have 4 good running backs. We'll take fucking Jaden Blue or Ray Davis or some shit. We got to make this wide receiver room work, and we have to take a second tight end. I really want to take Hawkinson and say fuck the bye week situation, but then we'd have to take a third tight. We'd have to take a third tight end, which I'm not opposed to because we're only going to go 4 running backs. I think we might want to go 4 running backs in this team because it's a tournament. Like, it's not a tournament with playoffs, but it's still a tournament. And I think we want to go in our running backs. So we could take a third tight end here, and I don't hate it because the tight ends in that range, round 15, are actually better. They outscored the wide receivers. So for flex purposes, I don't hate it. And here's the receivers. We could take a shot on Debo, Isaac Tesla, Adonai Mitchell. Those are 3 guys I'm queuing right now. Or you know what? Damn it. I was going to say if Tajay Spears followed us, we'd take Tajay Spears. But we got to take a receiver and probably Hawkinson here if he falls. Or we could say fuck it and take Dalton Schultz. Do you want to take Dalton Schultz so we don't have the bye situation?
No.
Okay. And there goes Schultz anyway. So we're gonna give me the receiver though. I'm gonna take Hawkinson. We gotta take a third tight end anyway. Okay. And then Tesla, or is it Tesla here? I think it's Tesla because he's way ahead of Mitchell at ADP. Tesla or AD Mitchell?
I'd say Tesla. If you're not going to take Cooper earlier, there's no point in taking Mitchell right now.
See, I think Mitchell outscores Cooper this year. Like, I really do. Isaac Tesla, though, with this offense, the Lions defense has some problems right now, dude. And they can support. We've seen Khalif Raymond have some big games. Isaac Tesla only catches touchdowns. Him and Torrey Horton only catch touchdowns, and he's going to play more than he did last year, bottom line. Yeah, he's not going to have 6 touchdowns and fucking 30 targets, but he's probably going to have 50 targets, so he'll probably have 5 touchdowns, is my guess, because he's a big play waiting to happen. The guy is impressive. Don't forget, they traded up for Isaac Tesla. I don't know why they did it. It made no sense because they didn't need a receiver, but they must love Isaac Tesla, and Storey hated it because Tesla went to Arkansas, and he's one of those guys that had, like, no production in college, like 30 catches a year. And they I don't know what they saw in Isaac Tesla, but he's Dan Campbell's kind of guy, I guess.
Yeah, it's tricky. People come out of college because it's quarterback play so dependent on whether a guy's going to be good or not. That's why film's so important.
Someone says, "Is there a world where St. Brown gets injured and Tesla goes crazy?" No, Tesla would be better if Jameson Williams got hurt because Tesla is not a slot merchant. He could play there. And they have Greg Dortch. Greg Dortch would slide into that role, and he's a sneaky play. We might talk about him on Thursday's show, Deep Sleepers, by the way. He's going so late. Not a guy to be drafting in these leagues or any league, but a guy to keep an eye on. If Jameson Williams got hurt, Tesla would be a 70% snap player, 75% snap player, and that's to the moon. And also, I would say this. If Sam Laporta got hurt, Isaac Tesla would be much more active in the red zone.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So we can't take any more players with week 6 bye. We have 3 picks left. We have a week 6 bye issue a little bit with one of our quarterbacks, one of our running backs, 2 of our receivers, and both our tight ends. So we have to figure this out. We need a tight end to fall to us. There's 2 guys I like, Gunnar Helm and Terrence Ferguson. Either of those guys we have to take to get some points there. And then we're gonna finish off with wide receivers. We're gonna go 4 running backs.
I'm fine with either one of those tight ends. I think there's a world where Ferguson becomes just the third wide receiver there, to be honest with you.
Dude, he's a monster, man. I think people forget that Terrence Ferguson kept Kenyon Sadiq off the field at Oregon. That's where he went. He kept Kenyon Sadiq off the field. And the Rams took him in the 2nd round. They just took Max Clare. The Max Clare pick makes no sense. And almost as weird as a Ty Simpson pick. Like, the Rams were just like picking like Jerry Jones or like a fantasy team. Like, well, we like this player. Like, he might help us in 2028. It's like, you're in the Super Bowl now. You're in a Super Bowl or bust window. Maybe draft a player that's going to help you this year. And I just don't think Max Clare is that guy. I mean, they don't need him. They still have Higbee and Davis Allen and Parkinson, who killed it last year, as well as Terrence Ferguson, who was a second-round pick the year prior, who showed out as a rookie, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, definitely towards the end of the year. If they give him just as much run as they gave Parkinson, Ferguson's gonna kill it.
All right,
because he can block too.
Let's see. We have to take. All right, we got Ferguson. Let's go. And then we're going to take a guy I know is not going to come back to us, Torrey Horton. I don't know your thoughts on Torrey Horton, but
I was going to ask you like 2 minutes ago if somebody took him or not yet, because I can't really see the board. So that's good pick.
Dude, every draft I do that is not on the stream with 4 or 5 of our guys in here, Torrey Horton I get in the 18th round. When I draft in these nights, he goes in the 16th. And I think we're all just really high on whoever it happens. I think we're all just really low on Cooper Kupp, which is valid because he's dust. And we all love Shaheed, but I think Shaheed and Horton can both eat. And if Shaheed doesn't work out, if they keep him at a 50 to 60% snap share and they want him as a returner, Torrey Horton's also going to play 50 or 60% of snaps, and you're getting him. His skill set matches up so well with Sam Darnold. He showed out as a rookie. He had another guy, 6 touchdowns as a rookie in limited work. All he does is make big plays, and I'm pretty bullish on the Seahawks offense because I don't like Jadarian Price. I think their running game's gonna be trash. Like it was last year. I think everyone has these rose-colored glasses of like their running game was good. It was good when it mattered, right? 15, 16, 17, and then through the playoffs. The first 14 weeks of the year, this running game was dog shit. Besides Charbonnet getting 1-yard touchdowns, like Kenneth Walker was not good. The running game was not good. It wasn't efficient and there wasn't volume. They were a passing team. And their defense is taking a step back, right? Like there's just no way they're going to have the same level of historic defense. And then not only they were shutting teams out, they were like getting touchdowns on defense every other game, it felt like.
Yeah, I mean, I think the touchdowns on defense was really keeping them in there. And also, I mean, how long is Sam Darnold not going to see ghosts? Honestly, I mean, it's going to keep happening eventually. And the running game, like you said, like that's why I'm worried about Kenneth Walker at KC, to be honest with you. Like, because he's still the player he's been this whole time.
Yeah, but he's got a coach that can fucking utilize a running back, dude. I mean, dude, we just saw Kareem Hunt was flexible and almost an RB2 for a while, and he's dusty, and the team was bad. Like, Kareem Hunt. So, Kenneth Walker, I'm not just saying this because we drafted another dynasty team, another throwback to the Dynasty League. Kenneth Walker should smash. They paid him. Like, why would they not use him? I think the worry is he's going to get hurt, but they're going to play fucking Amari DiMarcado, really? They're going to play Emmett Johnson, like, and take actual snaps away from Kenneth Walker? I don't think so. That would be wild.
Yeah, I mean, if he stays healthy, it's to the moon for Kenneth Walker, at least for the next 2 years.
All right. Last round here. Big Ray, talking about the Bears. No way. Can't believe it. Murray or Love? Kyler Murray or Jordan Love? Let's call it a 4 for a passing touchdown because that's what we're doing.
4 for a passing touchdown?
Yeah.
Love, especially during Toyotathon.
I'm a Kyler guy over Love. I do like Love this year. It's pretty close to me. The upside's with Murray, the floor's with Love.
Yep, I agree with that.
Okay, we just had Rashad Bateman go. I have Keon Coleman in my queue. Do you have an issue with that? Last round pick.
Not this late, no. I got no
Darnell Mooney's on the board. Surratt's on the board. Christian Kirk's on the board. We can't take Tyquan Thornton because we already have Rashee Rice. I don't want to take 2 Chiefs receivers. So I just think this is worthwhile. Keon Coleman should be on the field sometimes.
Yeah, he'll be on the field.
I think.
Maybe.
All right, guys. Hey, if we get 17, we're doing a second draft after this. We're going to do draft grades right after this. And then after that, we'll do a second draft. If we get 17 likes, if we get $20 in super chats, if we get a Patreon member, if we get 10 subs, which I don't think we're going to get. I keep on saying that. One day we will. We'll do another draft. We'll do a third draft, and Big Ray's going to hop on. Yep, no subs. So 10 more subs, 17 more likes, 20 more super chat dollars, or 1 Patreon. 1 person signs up for the community. We'll do another draft. We'll do a third draft. Let's get to draft grades here. And I'm curious to see how our team grades out. We kind of punted running back after our first 4. I don't know if that's a mistake, but we shall see.
Who's our 4 again?
They're pretty good. Here we go. We're up first. So we'll get to comments here real quick, guys. Let's go to draft grades here. So we have Caleb and Kyler Murray at quarterback. We have Jahmyr Gibbs, Quinshon Judkins, Chuba Hubbard, and Blake Corum at running back. Nico Collins, Rashee Rice, Terry McLaurin, Jalen Coker, Trey Tucker, Juwan Jennings, Isaac Tesla, Torrey Horton, and Keon Coleman, with Sam Laporta, TJ Hawkinson, and Terrence Ferguson. So is this running back room too light? It's a tournament running back room. I don't necessarily love it for the tournament we're in, but I think Gibbs and Judkins, you love Judkins. I love Judkins. Chuba's fine as a 3. Is this enough is the question. I think it's borderline.
Yeah, I think if they both stay healthy, it'll just squeak by as enough.
Again, if it was a regular sit and go, a one league situation where there's no 20,000 people in this, I would never go with this as a sit and go. But we went safe for the most part. We want to go aggressive here based on the build. So quarterbacks are solid. Again, our 3 is McLaurin. We have the top 3 receivers are stacked. Then Coker, Tucker, Jennings, and the tight end room is really, really good outside the bye week 6, which is kind of an issue. We're gonna have some flex worthy appeal some weeks with our tight end room. What do you guys have for a grade? Bandit says B-. Again, guys, the stacking. Don't worry about stacking this. It doesn't really matter. This is a season long thing. Silent likes the Horton pick. I'm not gonna. What you give us a grade in this team, Jonathan? Because I'm not gonna grade it.
I give this. I say it's a solid B. Upside B plus. That the running backs work out.
Yep.
I think people. I mean, there's a world where Coker is going to average 13 fantasy points this year.
Ooh.
That's our fourth
team. That's our fourth. That's our 4th receiver. Yeah. All right, we have Hedger's team: Matt Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Tua, with Cam Scatterbo, Bayshal Tootin, RJ Harvey is his 3. Aaron Jones, Chris Rodriguez, and Isaiah Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco, holy shit, is your 6. This might be too heavy at running back. This is a really nice running back room.
Yeah.
St. Brown, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Marvin Harrison, DK Metcalf, Michael Wilson, Dulcich, Fryman, Powers. This team's awesome, though, dude. Because 6 receivers makes sense. DK's your 5, and Wilson's your 6. And then you had to take 3 tight ends because you waited so long. This room could be okay. Dude, I love this team. Stafford, Rodgers, and Tua. Okay, it's weak at quarterback. So quarterback and tight end are an issue. Running back and wide receiver are awesome. It's close to an A, but the 2 onesies being this questionable, with Tua not starting the whole year potentially, and then Aaron Rodgers being a fucking geezer. But this is an upside of upside teams. I'm going B+ in this team, Hetzer. This is a fucking good team, man.
Yeah, it's a B++ for me. Definitely. I was wondering where it was going to get weak, and then you scroll down to the tight ends because I was like, geez, look at the receiver room.
Yeah, but the build is an A+. This is an A+.
Yeah, the build's awesome.
This is a great team, Hetzer. This is hats off to you, brother. Derek squad here, the American Sniper, Chris Kyle, Jared Goff, Bryce Young, Geno Smith, Derrick Henry, Javonte Williams, Trayvon Henderson, Jadarian Price, Woody Marks, CeeDee Lamb, Ted McMillan, Chris Godwin, Josh Downs, Xavier Worthy, Travis Hunter, Calvin Ridley, and Ted Hurst, with Ferguson and Evan Ingram. So the tight end room is really, really, really problematic. But I like this team. We all went aggressive in a season-long league. I kind of like it. The running back room's awesome. I hate Price as a 4. Woody Marks your 5. A on the running back room. Quarterback room's amazing with Geno as your 3. And then, yeah, Godwin's not great, but Godwin, Downs, and Worthy. I'm saying Godwin's not a great 3, but Godwin, Downs, Worthy with Hunter with some upside. Dude, this is an A-. I as much as I hate the tight end room, it's some big downside here, but I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'd say A- too. I mean, there's a world where Downs can end up just being your 3, honestly. And I think Justin Jolie is going to be better than Ingram halfway through the year.
We have him on our taxi squad. I hope so. This edges out Hetcher's team by a little bit. Our team is not looking that good right now. Montana squad: Justin Herbert, Malik Willis at quarterback, Genty, Walker, Monungai, Coleman, and Braylon Allen with Zay Flowers, Garrett Wilson, Carnell Tate. Brian Thomas is his 4. Jacoby Myers, Trey Harris. A lot of 7s, though. Look at all these 7 buys here. Thomas, Myers, Harris, and Williams. Zach Branch, Kyle Pitts, Mark Andrews, and David Njoku. So really good tenor. I don't think you needed David Njoku on this team. I would have been fine with Andrews and Pitts. The buys are concerning here. That's, you have your top 3 guys which is, I guess it's fine because you have your top 3 guys without having a bye. I'm gonna go B to B minus in this team just because the buys and the extra tight ends. Is that the quarterback room is a little thin too? B minus. I think it's a good team. I just have issues with the only 2 quarterbacks with Malik Willis, and then the extra tight ends is just unnecessary. And then I don't love Myers, Trey Harris, Williams, and Branch. So you're very top heavy at wide receiver. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd say B minus for sure. It's top heavy at wide receiver. I mean, I like the Brian Thomas as.
I love it. It's top 4. It's just it gets a little bit thin. And that's it. That is everyone. Okay. We're getting another draft here. Let's see what we have on the board. We have 16 likes, guys. 30 likes total to get another draft. 14 more likes. We should be able to get that after this next draft. If we get close, like 29, we will do it. But I don't want to budge too much because I was going over my fan tracks and my redrafts, and the 20 days before the season, I'm going to be pretty much live 7 hours a night. I did the math. I'm still going to do all the segments we do with Storey and Chaz and Ray and all those people. I'm still going to do a couple best ball nights, and then I'm going to be streaming about 36 redrafts. And those all take over an hour, plus draft grades. It's going to be I'm going to do some days with 4 drafts. It's going to be and also a segment, another show after. It's going to be a marathon. I can't wait. That's the time to do it, though. I want to put it out then. That's the time that people are actually tuning in. Instead of 16 people in here, I hope to have 160 people in here. And we could do a sit and go. Guys, let's do a sit and go. 2026 season. This one is half full. There, we should all be able to fill this up. Waiting for 6 people. 12 team, $3 sit and go. We have 5 spots. Join it up. I think that's perfect enough for everyone in here that's drafting. Get in there. Connor, make sure you're in there. Get it. My Mark impression. Let's get it from Derek. Thank you for the $10 holler, dude. Derek is the best. Derek did a great job. Did you see the show Derek was on?
Mm-hmm.
What a great guy Derek is. You know how they say the Southern women are Southern belles? He is a Southern boot. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a male.
Southern gentleman. That's what they.
For sure. Yeah. He is just an impressive, awesome dude. And what a guy to have in the community. We are very, very privileged to have Derek, and he's very generous. Besides all that, like, just a great dude. It's his first year. You've seen the teams Derek has been drafting. This is his first year doing best ball. Can you wrap your head around that? Like,
yeah, he's been drafting. I mean, because I'm watching every single night, and he always, I mean, every single time it's just A's, B++, A-, like every team he drafts.
Dude, I think his teams are better than mine. And I'm not saying I'm like a best ball savant or anything. I'm a redraft guy, but I have been doing this for 5 years, and I've drafted, I don't know, man, 1,500 best ball teams in my life. And, like, you know, the first year was obviously bad. And this is a $3 sit and go, LOL. $3 sit and go. 1 spot left. 12 team, $3 sit and go. Under the 2026 slate. It's impressive, man, because it's, you know, this is a good resource, though, for anyone who's trying to learn just fantasy in general, not just the player stuff. There's a lot of stuff, but we really go in depth with the draft grades and just figure out how to build teams, tournament specific teams. And Derek has taken that to heart. We got the first pick again, bro.
Oh, goodness. What format for this one?
This is the same. It is not a tournament. This is the same. It's half PPR. This is just no tournament. It's a sit and go. It's just like that last one was the same situation, but against all those teams all year. This is only against this specific 12-team league.
Okay.
So we don't have to go as we would want 5 running backs with this team. We would do the same team last time. We want 5 running backs to be safer. We don't have to beat out, 20,000 teams. So
yeah, you don't have to be as wild.
Dude, I never get the first pick, guys. Get the hell out of here. I never.
You don't. You're usually in like the 8 to 12
range. Man. Yeah, 100%. Honestly, dude, in the tournaments especially, I prefer the back end because I love the 3rd and 4th round flip there. I love those players. But we're not going to complain about getting Jahmyr Gibbs ever. So who do we have in here? We have Montana. We have Sunday Thunder. We have Connor got in here. Hell yeah. Thank you. Glad Connor got in here. And then Heter. And then LOL got the last spot. He also got the 12th pick. Very, very, very ironic. We're going to make this Jahmyr Gibbs pick. I'm going to try to catch up on some comments here while we wait to come all the way around the board. What do you think will be the best defense and who will be the worst defense? Best defense is the Texans, I think, just hands down. They even got better with Reed Blankenship. And the other teams I throw in the ring, obviously the Seahawks. I think the Rams now have to be in that discussion, and the Eagles are always up there. I'll give you 4 teams right there. The Chargers, the Ravens have a dark horse shot of being very good with improving that pass rush. Worst defense though, Jonathan, what do you have?
Worst defense, probably Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cardinals and Kansas City doesn't look too hot right now, to be honest.
But they have Eric Bieniemy. They have Eric Bieniemy. It doesn't matter. They can have me and you on defense. You know what the answer is? It's going to be the Raiders when they trade Max Crosby. If they trade Max Crosby, that's the worst. That's the worst defense.
Yeah. Which, I mean, will they trade him? Ravens kind of screwed him on that.
What else could we talk about? The Dolphins. I think the Dolphins should be in that conversation just because their team is terrible and their defense is not good. It's not
Dolphins.
Good. Let's see.
Can't really say Washington, I don't think. I think Washington with Styles being there.
Connor says, everyone drop a like. My bankroll got lit up in flames. Well, you've also donated quite a bit, Connor, so I don't you know what? I appreciate everything you've done. So thanks for trying to push it. Appreciate you, man. And did it literally get lit up in flames? I know you were lighting fireworks. Like that could be concerning. Where are we at in the chats?
How about Jets defense?
All grades. I mean, they brought in a lot of veterans this year, like Demario Douglas and a bunch of like dinosaurs that are professional players. So they're not going to be as bad. And like they shouldn't even be close. They have a defensive head coach who's awful. Aaron Glenn's a clown, but like they should not be in that conversation. But I think they should be in the conversation after last year with 0 interceptions. Check that. 0 interceptions as a team.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. Their special teams carried them for defensive scoring in fantasy.
Silent says whoever got Ayuk. Someone mentioned, I forgot about the chat. Someone said, did you see what Ayuk posted today? I did not see what Ayuk posted.
What he posts every day.
Insane. Yeah, it's too much to keep up with, guys.
I have him in Dynasty, so I'm always seeing what crazy shit he's talking about. I'm just like, dude, post you running a route, dude.
When did you draft him? You could probably drop him, brother.
I think it was like the 9th round or 10th round or 11th round. It was late. There was nobody else.
That's not late. That is not late. What are you talking about?
Well, when I was drafting him, I mean, think about none of this news. It was still
right.
Optimistic.
No, I get it, but that's rough.
It was like a month and a half ago, something like that.
That is rough.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just queuing up some guys here.
Maybe he'll be IR eligible for a brain injury.
Would you consider Trey McBride at pick 25 in this format? Because you don't have to worry about stacking. The reason I don't like taking McBride and Bowers in tournaments is because like the stack is tough. But maybe I don't think Brock Bowers falls back to us. It's probably gonna be about 10 years.
It's. I mean, if you had to choose between McBride and Bowers, it'd be Bowers. McBride
definitely Bowers. Yeah.
McBride scares me this year.
All right, we can.
But having back-to-back, I don't mind it.
We have. All right, we could let's take Jeremiah Love and Devonta Smith or Rashee Rice.
Devonta Smith out of those two.
There we go. Let's see. Just straight up flush on steak. Let's fucking go. That's awesome, Connor. Thank you. I don't get what that means though. Like flush. Did you flush it? You didn't flush your money down the toilet. I mean, maybe you could say donating to this channel is, but it's not because guess what? When we hit it big, I'm not forgetting all of you guys, including yourself, Jonathan, that have supported me in the early stages. This is when we need it most. You know what I'm saying? Like in 2 years, like hopefully we have. I'm in the works right now, low key on a couple sponsorship deals. They're not going to be paying a lot of money, but any money, $200 a month is a lot for me at this point. That will help, right? And then hopefully when I win 60K on one of these tournaments, that'll fund the show for a long time. And then once there's so many people in here, guess what? You guys are going to get private shows, the Patreon people, and obviously you guys have us in the Discord. And I'm going to answer your questions for free. I answer everyone's question right now. But once it hits big, like it's going to be super chat or nothing because there'll be too many people in here. But if I see a comment from Jonathan or Connor or Hetzer, like I'm going to answer it without you guys super chatting as if I can. You know what I mean? Like y'all are going to get like I do appreciate people that have been, that have been loyal. And that's the thing is I'm a big loyalty guy. And you know what? I've actually never the only show I ever supported private shows. Yeah, Derek loves that. A show called In This League. I don't know if you watch Fantasy Pros at all, Jonathan?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
So Bogman and Welsh on there. They're kind of goofy guys. So they're in this league, and when I discovered them about 8 years ago, and they were about at the stage we're at right now. Not very popular, but it was just those two guys. They're like good friends, and they're fucking hilarious. And they're actually not the smartest guys in the world. Like I feel like I know more fantasy than them, but I just dug the vibe of their show. And I'm not in their now. Once they got hired by Fantasy Pros, I'm like off their Patreon because I'm like I can't support you guys that you're not doing your show very much anymore. And like obviously you made it pretty big. But when I started watching them, they had like full-time jobs and they did it as a passion, right? They did baseball, basketball, and they were putting in the work, bro. This is even before I did the show. Like I've been 5 years. This is like 3 years before that. And I was like, I will donate to these guys. I will pay these guys $15 a month. I didn't even use anything they gave me. I was like, these guys need it. And like I listened to every show. I was just like, they gave me entertainment. They gave me good vibes, and like, it's just awesome that they're both on Fantasy Pros right now. And they don't seem like the typical Fantasy Pros dudes. Like they're a little bit weirder. Like Bogman's definitely weird, big old beard, overweight, not like super clean cut. Like that's what Fantasy Pros wants. But super happy for those guys that they're killing it now. And that's the only show I've ever supported. So maybe I'm kind of being a hypocrite, being like, hey guys, support me. But I did support those guys because they did something about them. It was just like these are good people and these are my kind of people, and like I felt like they needed it. You know what I mean? Where like some of these other shows, like I'm not going to support the fantasy football counselor for millions of reasons. Like, do you think Flock needs your support, dude? That dude doesn't even want to be. He didn't want to do his show. He's just doing it because he has to. You could tell that shit is transparent as hell to me.
Yeah, Flock is hilarious. Like
he's gonna retire so young because he doesn't like what he's doing. I'm not saying he doesn't like fantasy, but it's a job to him, right? And like I don't think it'll ever be a job to me because I've been doing this shit, playing 25 fantasy leagues. Like I've been grinding this shit for free forever because I honestly love it. Like I just love the NFL. I love the competition. I love the camaraderie. I love fantasy leagues because it brings people together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Home leagues. Like I just love. It's funny that we're talking about the NFL because the NFL is pretty fucking evil. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it, if you want to go into all the nitty gritty shit about the NFL, it's evil, dude. Like, you saw who is the Cowboys player that fucking died, that killed himself? He had early stages of CTE. Nealon?
Yeah, Nealon.
Yeah, he was 24. He was a part-time player. Now these guys are getting it now in high school and college, but CTE already, man. Like, this shit's rough, brother.
It doesn't take much for that.
Rough. No, and they're bigger and faster now. So, like, you got to think, like, what high school used to be is now middle school.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got a question here. I'm going to take Jamison Williams for sure.
Okay.
And then we have Devontae Adams on the board. We have DeAndre Swift on the board. We have Colston Loveland on the board. We have Judkins on the board. We could take Judkins again. We already have 2 running backs, though.
Yeah,
so let's take Jamison Williams.
Yeah.
And then I guess the question is Devontae Adams or Colston Loveland?
I mean, I like the onesie here.
All right, let's take Loveland after ADP.
If you don't take Loveland here, I mean, what tight end are you gonna end up with?
Laporta, right? Which we do like, but let's diversify a little bit.
Yeah, you got Williams already.
Yeah, industry plant for sure. You know what? I'm not gonna like. I don't think that Mason's a bad dude at all. I think he's actually a pretty good dude. I think that he is. The word is he sold out, and you know what? Give me that circumstance where I have the option to sell out at this point when I'm grinding for $13 a night. Like I probably would sell out too because I have a wife, but I don't know if I could live. I don't know. I wouldn't be myself. You know what I mean? Like could you see me on Fantasy Pros, dude? Like buttoned up and like having to like talk about like 90s movies, but not talk about like a guy dropping dong in it. Like I'm gonna like be holding my tongue. You're gonna literally see it on camera. It wouldn't work. It just
I
wouldn't
feel like
work.
you.
I couldn't.
I feel like you just catch fire. You just burn up.
Yeah, and I'd get my whole
Yeah.
contract though because they'd fire me within a day.
Yeah.
I'd be like Charles Barkley trying to get fucking fired right now because they're like, he's like, I'm not gonna live out this contract and stay here, but if you fire me, you got to pay me. Apparently, Hayden and Josh left Underdog Fantasy. I saw something about that. I do watch them a decent amount. I do like them. Apparently, they left Underdog Fantasy. They're pretty good. I will say those two guys are pretty good. A little bit. They're kind of like fantasy football are asking away. Like they're very. I'm gonna call them PC, but you know they have some inside jokes. They have a good time, but it's just not like it's not a great hang. You watch them at all?
Yeah, I watch a little bit of them every once in a while. I mean, I'm tuned into fantasy stuff year round. It's kind of
I can tell.
absurd how much stuff I take in all year. If I'm driving in my truck, I'm listening to something fantasy. It's kind of absurd.
They're good. I don't know. I guess I've just got to the point where like I watch Matt Harmon a lot because I learn a lot from Matt Harmon. And I will say I do learn a lot from Josh and Hayden. They have a great production. I just want a little more personality. Like if I'm going to listen for someone for 2 hours, like I sure as shit better be entertained because I could get this information on my own, right? It requires more work. So I actually look it up and, put pen to paper. But I want to like have some chuckles and I want to go off the beaten path a little bit instead of just straight X's and O's. I mean, that's fine and dandy and shit. But like a lot of times these shows are, going year round. It's like as much as we want to grind about Bayshell Tootin snap share in February, like I'll have that conversation all day. But it shouldn't be a 30-minute conversation. Like there should be some like sidebars in there about anything else than Bayshell Tootin snap share.
Yeah. Which.
Ooh, Steve Smith. I do like Steve Smith. Steve Smith Sr. and Rob Only. Thank you, Connor. That's some pretty high praise because Steve Smith has that blend of he knows ball because he played ball, and a lot of these guys that play ball don't know ball. Steve Smith actually does. Look at his background, where he came from. Like Steve Smith is in terms of Matt Harmon is the reception perception guy. In terms of the X's and O's and the routes, Steve Smith is the guy that knows these guys' heart, their motor, and what they're capable of. So he has that the intimate knowledge. He doesn't always hit, but like I could compare Steve Smith to a guy like Chris Sims, who tries to play that off because he played quarterback terribly, by the way. And Chris Sims is awful. Like Chris Sims, like he just does. He's like an ESPN guy. He's just doing like hot takes to do hot takes. Steve Smith's giving you the raw stuff. That's what I love about Steve. He's not afraid to fucking eviscerate a guy, right?
Yeah, he's who you want to go to find out who's going to be a dog or not.
All right. We're going to be in a similar situation than last time. We have two quarterbacks we're going to have available. We're going to take one of them. It's either be Jalen Hurts or Caleb Williams. I think I want Jalen Hurts, and he just goes, okay. And then I think I want DK Metcalf. So let's take Caleb again. I think we have to take a quarterback here because it's after that there's nobody left.
Yeah, that's fine.
Another Caleb team. And then we have Mekhi Lemon, Quentin Johnson, DK Metcalf, and Alec Pierce. I'm not taking Alec Pierce in this situation. Okay,
DK.
thank you. We're on board there.
Sweet. Pittman's gonna open up targets for DK to be able. He's not gonna get bracketed as much this year.
I talked about this last night a little bit. I'm gonna do another segment of ADP versus Vegas, which I love those segments because it's just if you're a bettor, it works because you can get some edges on betting and then vice versa for like fantasy ADP. But DK Metcalf sitting at 824 yards receiving right now on all the platforms. Emeka Ibuka, your boy, is at 849.
They're both absurd. Honestly.
Yeah, Ibuka should be higher and DK should probably be lower. But, DK Metcalf has the same yardage total as Luther Burden. And the difference is DK Metcalf's a proven touchdown scorer.
What's his touchdowns? That's the question.
Well, every year it's 5, 6, 7, 5, 6. Like that's what he scores. He should score a lot more because he has a million red zone targets, but it just doesn't work based on the quarterback issues and some of his own issues. But if you're telling me his floor is 5 touchdowns, that's pretty good.
I think the fact that Gainwell's not there anymore and Pittman is there, it's going to open up for more red zone throws to DK. He's going to be more of Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams this year.
Chris Sims is a Nepo baby.
Nepo baby.
He's Who's the other guy? Who's the dude that ran out of the back of the end zone that was all about Ty Simpson?
Yeah. Oh.
Who is it? Who am I talking about, guys? That he's on ESPN and shit. You know what? I hate to
all the time.
Yeah, I hate to rip on a guy because he's a bad player. And like again, he has way more knowledge than we do of the position of the NFL. But like that dude was really bad, and his takes are so outlandish, where it's like pick and choose. Orlovsky, thank you, Ray. Like his takes are so outlandish all the time. Like you can't be outlandish all the time. You know, it takes away all the credibility of your outlandish takes. If every day you have 3 more hot takes, like you're watering down your hot takes. I want to have 5 hot takes for the entire season because I truly believe in those. I'm going to invest my hard-earned money in these takes. I think that's one of the issues in the industry in general is that these guys aren't actually playing fantasy. They're not actually making bets because why would you make bets if you're making $2 million a year? Like you're not going to throw $50 on a guy on DraftKings. Like, does that matter to you? No, you will if you're like Brendan Sorsby or something. He'll fucking do that shit. Like he's going to place bets no matter what. Or Charles Barkley, you know, like these gambling addicts. But I want people that are actually putting their money where their mouth is, dude. And I think Matt Harmon's one of those guys. I'm not saying he's better than these guys. Matt Harmon seems like he's one of those guys that's going to fucking – he's riding with these guys. And he will own when he's wrong, which is another thing I love about Harmon. He will bring it up himself. It's one thing for, like, you in the chat to bring it up, but, like, Matt Harmon will bring up when he's wrong.
He does a whole show on it, I believe. He does a whole show about ones he gets right and ones he gets wrong.
Because in life, and in fantasy and also in life more particularly, like, we learn much more about when we're wrong. The process and why we made these picks and why we thought this and why we did that when we're right. When we're right, it's easy to gloat and say, you know, suck my dick. I'm awesome. Like when you're wrong, you learn a lot about yourself and your process and what went wrong and what led to the decision for you to say what you said or do what you do. So I'm all about that. We're going to do the same show this year about, you know, we talk about our pillar players. That's our like main segment. We pick 10 players that are pillar players. And I hit on 6 of them, like major hits. But I also had Justin Fields on there, and I had Travis Hunter on there. So, like, we're going to talk about the guys we missed, right?
I mean, an injury, you can't blame yourself for an injury.
Travis Hunter? That was always going to miss, though. I mean, come on. He wasn't playing enough.
I think coming out of that bye, it would have been.
No, for Travis Hunter, I can blame myself for an injury because I knew he was going to play part-time on defense, and no one's ever done that besides Deion Sanders. Like, that was unprecedented. That was on me. I didn't respect the NFL, right, with that take. I didn't respect it because – he's 180 pounds and 190 pounds, and he's going to play both ways. I don't know, bro. Like, that was on me. That was a bad take. Bad take.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fields won. Gotta own it.
Yeah. Justin Fields that's an outrageously bad take.
Well, no, that was supposed that I feel way more comfortable about the Fields one because history says that these guys, it's just he lost his job. He was actually going to meet his ADP if he stayed healthy. Or if they didn't lose his job because he runs the ball. Like, that's just free money. We're up at 2 picks. Jordan Addison, Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy's off the board. I see Ricky Pearsall there. Blake Corum's on the board. We're definitely taking Blake Corum here, right?
Yeah, I have one of them.
For our third running back. And then we need a receiver. We have a tight ends. We don't need a quarterback. No. So this guy should not take Corum. He has 3 running backs already, but who knows? If he takes Blake Corum, we're going to
put it out there.
Whirlwind. Well, this is a random guy. I'm not worried.
Knowing your luck, still, you put it out there.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so he's not there. So I have Ricky Pearsall in the queue. I have Michael Wilson's there, but we already have Jeremiah Love. And Michael Pittman's there, but we already have DK Metcalf. So is it Ricky Pearsall and Blake Corum?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, if Pearsall stays healthy and you get the typical Evans injury,
I'm warming to Ricky Pearsall quite a bit. Now, I definitely like him more in tournaments than I do in a sit and go because Ricky Pearsall is probably playing 11 games this year, like always. But these are the best players available. So we have Devonta Smith, Jamison Williams, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall. We have Jahmyr Gibbs, Jeremiah Love, Blake Corum at running back. We have Colson Loveland and Caleb Williams as our onesies. This is coming together okay. It's a really balanced team right now. We have options everywhere. We can take a running back, take a receiver. We can still take a second quarterback. We can take a tight end. It's this is where we want to be at the corner, especially.
Yeah, no, I agree. Definitely. I mean, I always seem to end up drafting balanced teams every single time I do a draft.
Connor, good call. He says, if I made $2 million a year, I'm gambling $250K. I mean, I would too, but I think we're both like degens. So, yeah, I'd probably be gambling $1 million a year because currently I gamble way more than I make. I looked at my DraftKings, FanDuel. You know, how long have the books been open for? About 5 years now. I know they're not even open for you right now, but in these other states, I think it's been 5 years for DraftKings roughly. I have wagered $800,000 on the books, and I can promise you, in those 5 years, I've made about $120,000. Like, I have actually bet 8 times more than what I've made, and I'm like up. I think I'm up like $6,000, you know, with the juice and everything. Like I'm up, it's pretty much broken even. Let's say it's broken even. Maybe I'm up $5,000, whatever. It's last year helped a lot. I was even until last year and I crushed last year. But do the math there. That would be like Charles Barkley, who makes $30 million a year. And so let's say he makes 120 in a 5-year stretch for TNT. And he's like, well, I have placed $800 million in wagers. That's exactly the same, like, one-to-one comparison.
Could you imagine?
My wife knows it, and she's, you know, it's, if you're losing a lot of money, then it's a problem for sure.
Yeah, no, it'd be a problem then for sure.
All right, I got to grab a brewski. I see a question about Chase Daniel, who I do like. Give me a second. I'll be back.
Simple Jack, the story of a mentally impaired farmhand who can talk to animals, was a box office disaster that many critics called one of the worst movies of all time.
Got a good brain.
I think you've got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy.
But now the question is, can speed...
All right, we're getting Big Ray. We hit the goal. We're getting Big Ray to hop on here. I also a beer chug. Sometimes I got a little distracted talking about Dan Orlovsky. Here we go. Let me pour this up and then pop up a beer chug for you guys. Should have grabbed a third beer because this is gonna be gone real quick. Let's see. Dude, I love Chase Daniel. Now, Chase Daniel is awesome. Now, Chase Daniel, of all people, he sat – like, how many games did Chase Daniel actually play? Like 12? But Chase Daniel was in the NFL forever. Loved him coming out of Missouri, too. But the ultimate backup clipboard-holding quarterback. I want to listen to Chase Daniel break down quarterback play because who better to understand it than the guy sitting on the sidelines of how many NFL games was he there? 1 million. So I think Chase Daniel is also really cool. Really enjoy Chase. I know a lot of times it seems like I'm slandering these guys. Like, there are a lot of guys I do love and enjoy. Chase Daniel's one of those guys. You watch Chase Daniel at all, Jonathan?
Yes. Yeah, I do. I definitely watch him a lot. I enjoy his takes. I mean, like you said, anybody that involves himself in the game so much is going to know more than we do about the X's and O's.
I love how you add yourself into this conversation. We do. So you're now an analyst on this program, Jonathan?
I'm just talking how, I mean,
I'm fucking with you,
bro. Mind because all I do is talk about.
He comes in the show. He comes to the show once, and now he's just the goat. Okay, no. Orlovsky. Okay, Chris Sims. No. I'm just fucking with you, Jonathan. I do gotta say though, I do appreciate, you're in here a lot, and you say you consume a lot of stuff. So I am very honored that you choose to watch this program as much as you do, because that's fucking flattering, bro. It is for all of you guys. Like, there's a lot of other ways to spend your time. There's a lot of other media. It's so saturated now, dude. And we're not even talking about like ESPN, on YouTube in general. There's so many people doing what I'm doing. Not to the level that I'm doing because I'm on 4 hours a fucking night, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the difference. Is everybody else it's edited or it's they can do whatever they want, say whatever they want. They can pick and choose their points. All
right, we have a decision to make here. So Concepcion, Higgins, Shakir, Coker, those guys are all fine for our fifth receiver. Damn it, Jared Goff. I wanted Jared Goff. Chris Rodriguez is available. Should we go receiver here? Concepcion, Higgins, Shakir, Coker. Rank those guys.
Coker, Shakir, Concepcion, and Higgins in that order.
All right, we're going to go Shakir and Coker then. I really wanted Jared Goff way after ADP. That would have just completed our quarterback room. But now our receiver room is looking okay. We have 6 receivers. It is Devonta Smith, Jamison Williams, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, Shakir, and Jalen Coker. Pretty nice in a sit and go. Running backs are Gibbs, Love, and Corum with Caleb Williams and Colston Loveland. So now we have to make up running back here.
What's the queue looking like for running? I mean, we got people in this chat that are going to be drafting soon, so I kind of don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to say, but there's going to be some guys. We need to target some running backs here shortly. We need a tight end as well. Obviously, Hawkinson is going to want to be. I'm going to want him on this team for a million reasons. We don't have the buy issue this time.
Send it. It's fine. Ship it.
I did it last time, even though we had a tight end with the week 6 bye. I was like, fuck it. I'll take a third one for no reason.
I have a running back in mind that I'm looking way ahead, and I'm curious if we'll be on the same page when that time comes.
We will chat it once. Let's see. Well, unfortunately, we have Montana picking at 3. Montana's a very sly guy, and I'm saying all these guys can think for themselves. These guys are all very, very smart that watch this show, but I just don't like to put it out there because if they're deciding between guys, I'm not saying they're going to do it, and they would never do it to spite me, guys, ever, ever, ever. But I don't want to put the idea. It's a conception. You plant an idea in someone's mind, and it drives them crazy. I got a beer to chug here. Here we go. I like to do this. I like to race myself. This is one of the new segments in the show. I'm going to fill this one all the way up. And I raced myself. I beat myself last time, which is impressive because I feel like I was better at chugging back then. But I have a lot of practice now. So let's see if I win. Like the game from Big Daddy, I win. You always win when you're chugging a beer, though, right?
Yeah. Always.
All right, here we go.
Here you go.
Dead even. Dead even.
Pretty close, right?
Yeah, it's literally dead even. It's like it was the same person.
Yeah, I got my shirt on this one though. Although apparently Big Ray made the rules that you don't have to have your shirt on anymore because he took his off.
He took his off at that Bears game when it was freezing.
Yeah, Ray's got no shame. Hold on. You talking about this picture?
Yeah, there it is.
I am very prepared, man. You know what? If this show doesn't work out, I think I do have a future as being like a Jamie, like a producer somewhere. I'm not very tech savvy, so you're gonna hire potentially someone's gonna hire an Amish dude that doesn't know technology, but like when I have stuff in front of me, timing is good. That's my future. I'll just go to somewhere else.
You're quick, and you always happen to have the right thing for what people are wanting. The right video, the right clip.
A lot of times I have an idea, right? I see a comment, and I have like a 10-second buffer, and you just don't notice that I'm actually like doing something while I'm talking. And that's the thing is you can't like, if someone's reading something, you can tell they're reading it. I'm trying to make it like I'm not reading anything, and I'm like, okay, I know what I have to do. And that's the comedic part is you can't like show your hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can. You can tell when I'm reading stuff. I can't do that.
Well, that's the old at a speech. Like when I talk about weddings, like you should never have a card. You should never read off a note card at a speech at a wedding. It's awful. You're just reading. My sister was a very good sister. Her and I had a lot of good times together. One of my favorite qualities about Amanda is her heart. No shit, dude. That's a fucking great speech. But they're stumbling over their words. It's like, dude, you can come up with that right here, and it actually will mean a lot more because it's actually from like your heart. And it means something. Reading a note card at a fucking speech, that just drives me insane, dude. One of my like all-time pet peeves. All right, who's the running back? We're up now. We have one pick. Who's the running back you're talking about?
So I could barely see the screen on who's gone or not, but Rashad White. Is he gone?
Oh, he's been gone for a while. I have an idea here.
I can't see shit.
So Travis Hunter's available. Yeah. We have our tight end. What do you think about taking Woody Marks and Isaiah Pacheco and being done at running back? Because we have Jahmyr Gibbs. That gives us 4 there, and then we take Woody Marks, and then we have 5 running backs. We're done, bro. We don't have to play with the handcuffs. I think we're done at running back. Gibbs, Love, Corum, Woody Marks, Pacheco. And then we just need to make up tight ends and quarterback, which we're fine with. I'm fine with that. Hell yeah, brother. All right. This team's looking good, man. It's looking good.
Oh, there I can finally see where Rashad White is. He went in the 9th round.
Let's see. Connor's feeling good about his squad. Mouth in here. Shout out, Mouth. What's up, man? Just got done recording, Rob. 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for Beast, you, me, and Matt O'Boyle. You get a chance to chronicle Brandon Ayuk's Instagram descent into madness from November 2025 till today. I've been talking about it a lot on the show. I mean, it's just he's giving us material, and like Jonathan, I don't need much material to go with. Like I can make anything funny and interesting. This is like Brandon Ayuk's just like feeding it to us on a platter. It's like Oh, he said this again? After all this, he doubled down. Oh, now he's doing this? It's like Shia LaBeouf getting arrested for fighting somebody and then going on a podcast being like, dude, I have no issue with these kind of people, but actually these kind of people are against the Bible, so I do have issues with them. Then the next night he's out at the bars drinking again. Like, dude, you just got arrested and people are telling you to go to rehab, and what's your reaction to go out and drink and be like taking selfies with people and trying to fight more people? Like, Shia LaBeouf, get some goddamn help, bro.
Yeah, him and Ayuk should be best friends. Ayuk just can't stop. Like, and then leaning into, we were just kidding around. It's an inside joke. It's like with him and Jaden, it's like, my goodness, man.
I'm going to spoil a little bit of what I'm going to say on tomorrow's show. It's actually, I'm going to shout out my wife for saying this. She didn't know the whole thing about Brandon Ayuk, like really any of it. She plays fantasy 11 leagues last year, but she doesn't know like the stuff we know. And like, why should she? Why should she care about Brandon Ayuk? Why do we care? Because it's fucking funny and we're really dove into this shit. And I told her about the whole situation of Ayuk as a rookie. Remember how he was in the doghouse for some weird reason? No one knew why. And like, he didn't have a lot. He came up in like pretty good upbringing too. So it wasn't like he didn't come out as a character issue guy. And he didn't like, he wasn't from like the ghetto. He didn't have any like arrests. And no one knew why he was in the doghouse with Kyle Shanahan. And I was telling her the whole story. And at the very end of it, she's like, well, maybe Kyle Shanahan knew. Like, he knew the whole time. But like, the team drafted him. He didn't draft him. Then they decided to pay him. And obviously Kyle Shanahan is a big part of that team. But at the end of the day, the owner and GM have the say, right? And like, he must have known something, because why did he suspend him and like put him in the doghouse? He wasn't suspension, but he like wasn't playing him for like 6 games, and Ayuk was performing on the field.
Yeah, there's a lot more that goes into that whole story from beginning to.
But
now.
It was just funny that she said it, and I didn't even think of it. Like, we have not brought this up in this show. That like Kyle Shanahan knew something, because why was he always in Shanahan's doghouse? Because it wasn't for on-field stuff. And there was no reports that he was missing meetings. It just must have been something else, right? It's like, when you meet someone, there's just something off about them. Like, not even bad vibes, but just like something off, where it's like, and then you find out he was a Marine, that he like did duty. And I'm not trying to slander anyone in the military. I'm saying, like, those people you meet that just something's wrong. Like, that must be Brandon Ayuk. And his teammates dude, all these guys speak really highly of Brandon Ayuk, like on the field. And they essentially say no comment when they talk about his personal stuff. But Kyle Shanahan had to know something, and it makes a lot of sense now that he was suspended for his rookie, or on the doghouse his rookie year. I keep on saying suspended. He might as well have been suspended.
I mean, if he was so worried about him, why was he in such a rush to sign him and not just let him get traded when that time came?
This is going to drag out a while, because there's still all the money stuff to figure out. You know what I mean? Like with the Niners and just silly stuff, man. So we're done at running back. We are pretty screwed at all the quarterbacks are gone. So, all right, I have a decent plan in place here, and we're going to have to probably I guess we'll see. All the quarterbacks are gone. We are looking at Mendoza, who's useless in this format, Aaron Rodgers, Geno, and Jacoby Brissett. So Aaron Rodgers wouldn't be terrible.
Don't we have
I don't
stacks matter in this?
There's no stacking matter. Stackers do not matter. Okay. So we're not looking for that. We'll see who's available.
When's Caleb's bye week?
10. So we're good. There's no one with week 10 bye. We could take a Falcons quarterback, but again, those are tournament plays for me, because we're not playing the whole year. We want guys that are playing the whole year, at least like a big chunk of the start of the year. So Tua would be the option if we really get screwed here. Oh, okay. So I think I have the plan. I think we're going to take Hawkinson, and I think we take Hawkinson and Rodgers, and then we have to take a third guy late. Whoever falls, who cares? It's going to be an issue at quarterback. We do believe in Caleb, and that's why our tight end room is really good, dude. Loveland and Hawkinson, we're done at tight end with those two. And our receiver, everything is really good. This quarterbacks, usually there's guys available here, like somebody, and there's not. So we're going to take Rodgers and my favorite player to draft, TJ Hawkinson, and we will see who's available later. Let's see what does someone have like 4 quarterbacks? 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. So we should be good. We're definitely going to get a Falcons quarterback. We can we can almost take 4 quarterbacks on this team if need be. We could take both Browns quarterbacks or both Falcons quarterbacks. I don't like doing it, but the rest of our team is pretty stacked, dude. We have our running backs are done. Devonta Smith, Jamison Williams, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, Shakir, and Jalen Coker. Loveland and TJ Hawkinson. Gibbs, Love, Corum, Woody Marks, Pacheco. Very balanced. I'm done. We're done at running back. We can get away with 7 receivers in this team. We have 2 more picks. Would not want to take 4, but we'll see. We will see. Maybe Ray's joining us here. I texted him. We'll see. I know he's making food. And
we're gonna have those segments.
Yeah, I had to delete the freaking the Meat Sweats thing because the stupid song I put on there was a random song from Kid Masters, like the editing app I have at public domain, and it got like copyrighted. So I gotta find a new song for that. But I do have a new graphic for Ray. That's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna set him up when he gets on. If he's not listening, I'm gonna set him up. It's a great one. You're gonna fucking love it.
I think it's great to get him an Iron Chef graphic.
All right. So we would take Mendoza. Honestly, I would take Mendoza if he were to fall here. I don't like it. I hope someone else takes Mendoza.
Can't make it to where you don't want to. You don't have to take him.
Yeah. Yeah, Mouth. I can't wait to talk to you guys about it tomorrow because this is just a messy, like the messiest situation. This usually happens to players at the end of their careers, like that lose their mind for whatever reason. When they're like past their prime because they have nothing else to lose. Brandon Ayuk had everything to lose and he just lost it. Like who the hell is going to sign him, dude? Who's going to sign him? Because the Commanders certainly aren't anymore. And what I was telling Erica was like, Keenan Allen, who is the bottom rung of these guys, is still available. You want him all day over Brandon Ayuk. Deebo Samuel is still available, and Stephon Diggs, potential Hall of Fame receiver, still available. And he's 33 years old, 32 years old. Like, those guys are all getting signed ahead of Brandon Ayuk, and they're not signed. So why aren't these teams signing him? Because they're all pretty happy with their depth charts. And those guys will get signed. Diggs for sure. Deebo, 90+% chance. Keenan Allen, it's about if he wants to play, I think. He's very picky about where he wants to go. But, like, now you're 4 guys back, and these other guys are all, like, Hall of Famer. Like, Keenan Allen's a Hall of Famer. Stephon Diggs, probably a Hall of Famer if he plays 3 more years. Deebo Samuel had a flash-in-the-pan, like, Hall of Fame run, like a 2-year run that was all-time. And he's the youngest of the group. So why would anybody sign this dude? Like, the Browns. The Browns would sign him if they didn't have all these receivers, right?
Yeah, I mean, that would be the one place. That or the Raiders.
I was going to say the Raiders, but do you want to bring that into – like, Mendoza's such a nice kid. Like, do you want to taint Mendoza by having this clown in your wide receiver room? Absolutely not.
But I would say bring him in and do Hard Knocks there. It'd be hilarious. It'd be great TV.
It'd be good for one episode. The opening episode, and then something happens. He probably punches Mendoza in the face, and then that's it, Like a Bulls situation. I forget the players. We were just talking about that in the stream the other day when the Mirotić and it was Bobby Portis and Mirotić. When Bobby Portis fucking clocked Mirotić, knocked him out. Also, Draymond Green punching who is the guard he punched? The guy that went to the Wizards. Jordan Poole.
Mm-hmm.
That's what would happen exactly. We're bringing Brandon Ayuk. All right, we're not. Let's see. Quarterback is rough. I think we could just say fuck it and roll with Caleb. We need to get some alternative options at wide receiver. Calvin Ridley do anything for you for our last receiver? Someone that's a nice floor option. Dontavian Wicks. Who do you prefer? Wicks, Ridley. It's popping. Brandon Ayuk's in the queue. He's available.
No Ayuk. I would say Ridley.
Ridley over Wicks.
We have Smith, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Nope. No.
Well, we got Brissett. Brissett fell back to us. Let's go.
Yeah,
now
Brissett,
now we're good, buddy. That was the guy I needed to have. I wanted Geno. I knew he wasn't going to fall back. All right. Mike Washington. How about Mike Washington for a floor play? Tank Dell. Ted Hurst. No, I don't want Ted Hurst.
It's Dell or Washington.
Keon Coleman, Tyquan Thornton. Let's take Tyquan Thornton. You in for
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I'm in for that. We don't have any KC players.
There we go. Okay. Someone took Torrey Horton already, right? Yep. Okay, Torrey Horton's gone. I guarantee I'm going to scroll up. I bet this is Derek. It's Connor. Connor's in the Torrey Horton train now. Connor. Good pick. God damn it. That really upsets me. I'm very, very upset. I'm just beside myself.
Good. Tell me everything.
Okay, they were both here. They were both inside me. Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt.
Oh my God, no! Don't tell me everything. What? No! What?
Damn it, Bonnie.
Eduardo who?
Sanchez.
Holy shit! Tell us more.
Then Luther went in Eduardo's butt for a while.
Tell us less. Tell us less.
Then they both completed on each other. I was left out of the finale.
Mouse says Noel is beating Dell so far at camp. Well, Dell isn't really participating.
Dell's not even playing. Yeah, he's not participating.
Now, I love Jalen Noel, dude. I am a big Noel fan. I actually like Noel more than Higgins, believe it or not, just because he's a dynamic slot receiver for this team, because Higgins is kind of just a poor man's Nico Collins. They already have Nico Collins. Tank Dell offers something, though. I think here's the problem with Tank Dell. I think Tank Dell is going to offer something more in real life than he is fantasy, right? That 40% snap share player, they're never going to give him a full-time role because he's just not healthy and he can't stay healthy. But he's going to do a lot for CJ Stroud this offense. But does that translate to fantasy goodness, Jonathan?
For other wide receivers on that team, it will.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So like late stage Deshaun Jackson is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I would say. And as long as CJ's there, I mean, he's going to get his play.
Dude, Deshaun Jackson was so fun in fantasy. It was so fun. Like, literally, like, per catch. Has there ever been a better player per catch in the history of fantasy football, like, per touch? Like, I don't think there has been, because he would have games with, like, 1 for 16, 3 for 45, 2 for 12, and then he'd go 4 for 174 and 2 touchdowns. Like,
Yeah,
it was every touch was a touchdown, pretty much, a long touchdown.
His rookie year, Torrey Horton.
God, he was awesome, man. I miss Deshaun. Also, let's also give a shout out to our boy Deshaun Jackson for, I don't know if he created the dropping the ball before the end zone, but he sure as hell made it famous. Like he did it twice. It's like one time we get everyone one break, and the moment he did it, it was just so obvious and so stupid. Like, do you get that celebration? What is it? It's not even a celebration. It's like you're not, now you don't get to spike the ball or throw it in the crowd or like rub it around your junk. You just drop it and the other team doesn't grab it, but it's not a touchdown. You lose a touchdown. It's just, what is that celebration? It's not even, what is it though? Do you have any idea? Do you have any explanation for what this is?
Natural selection. I don't know.
Remember when Jonathan Taylor did it? Of all players, Jonathan Taylor did it when he had those struggles that year. I think it was out of frustration. And like, that was the one guy I was like, this would never happen. He would never do this. We have to make a pick here. We have Mooney, Rashad Bateman, Keon Coleman, Christian Kirk. We go Christian Kirk to give us some insurance for Ricky Pearsall?
Yeah, they'll be the same role, I would imagine.
Let's do that. It's a sit and go. We're going to go high floor here. All right. Draft grades. We'll see if Big Ray is going to join us. Let's see if he texted me. He said, I'll be on. So he'll be on probably before we're done with draft grades. Let's get it here. Quote from Mark. We're the first team again. What do you know? Because the first pick. That's pretty cool. You going to stick around for one more draft, Jonathan?
Yeah, I'll stick around. I got a fire alarm beeping off in my house right now, but
I don't hear it. All right. Our team here. Caleb Williams, Aaron Rodgers, and Jacoby Brissett at quarterback. We got lucky getting Brissett, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was thinking, I didn't want to say it out loud because I didn't want somebody to take him, but I was wanting Brissett.
Our team was tanked. If we had to take Tua or Penix, like, there's just so much risk there. This is fine. Jahmyr Gibbs, Jeremiah Love, Blake Corum, Woody Marks, Isaiah Pacheco, Devonta Smith, Jamison Williams, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, Khalil Shakir, Jalen Coker, Tyquan Thornton, and Christian Kirk. That stretch of Pearsall, Shakir, and Coker is lovely, dude. I don't like DK as our 3, but Pearsall, Shakir, and Coker make up for that. and we have
Yes.
Loveland and TJ Hawkinson. So this tight end room is fair. Actually, maybe a little bit more than formidable. And the wide receiver room has 8 of them. Pretty fair there. I love the running back room. McCorm is a 3. It's fucking very good. Hetzer hates the running back room, but you have Gibbs and Pacheco. Love is a polarizing player. Blake Corum is a pretty good floor guy with giant upside. And then Woody Marks is Woody Marks. He's gonna be in the tents a fuckload. But if you got points per tent visit, fucking how do you what is that? What does that say? PPTV. You got the number one pick in fantasy football, Woody Marks. He literally goes to the tents 0.75 times per game, and that's what he wants.
That sounds like a venereal disease.
It really does. B+ to A- from Derek. B team. I think it came out pretty well. I think I like this team. I think we drafted properly. Our other team has more upside because the 4 running back build in a bigger tournament. This is a safe. Would you agree?
Yeah, this is more of like what you want for this format.
It's a floor, baby. It's a floor. Okay, thank you for the grades. I think that's pretty fair. Even solid B, I think, is pretty fair. Montana has Baker, CJ Stroud, and Shedeur Sanders. Bayshell Tootin, Jalen Warren, Stevenson, Jordan Mason, Dylan Sampson. Chase, Rice, Waddle, Worthy, Pittman, McMillan, Ridley, Tank Dell, with Brock Bowers and Dalton Schultz. So first things for me, I hate having Bayshell Tootin as a 1 in any format. But Warren, Stevenson, Mason, and Sampson, this is a running back room. Like, this is a best ball room. It is rough, Derek, but this is a best ball running back room. You have all 5 guys are going to be on the field. Like, not without injuries. Sampson going to have his games. Mason's going to get touchdowns. Stevenson's probably the starter, and Jalen Warren is the 1B or 1A, whatever you want to say. And Tootin is the upside. So I actually don't hate this running back room. I don't like the quarterback room because Shedeur Sanders, if he doesn't play till week 10, you're looking for Baker and CJ Stroud. It's fine. Week there, CJ Stroud is just not a fantasy quarterback. Man, I do like this team, though. Chase, Rice, Waddle, Worthy, and Pittman. Okay, those balance each other out. McMillan, Ridley, Tank Dell, and then Brock Bowers makes this team, though. I'm going to go solid B for this team. I do like this team. As much as I don't like the running back room, you saved it. You saved this running back room.
Yeah, it was looking rough with the Tootin start, but I'd say a B too. Chris Rodriguez is going to mean a lot more to that team than people think. I mean, there's a reason why
I agree.
Dobbins almost went there, and I mean, there were some people they were trying to get before they said, let's ride with Tootin.
Would you have rather had Chris Rodriguez or Jordan Mason? Because Chris Rodriguez gives this team more floor, right? You'd have that running back room locked up. I still think LaQuinn Allen's going to have a role, but it's a good team. I support this running back room, bro. This is a this is a mouth running back room. I support it, man. And it's not ideal for – the weird thing is Bayshell Tootin is such a risky pick, but everyone else you took is not risky at all. So it evens out the Bayshell Tootin pick. Solid B, Montana. Solid B. We have Big Ray in the house eating some fucking food. There he is. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Yellow.
We have Derek's squad.
What up, man?
Good doing.
Derek's squad. The American sniper, Chris Kyle, picking at the 5 hole. He has a 2.682 build. Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, Kyron, Quinshon Judkins, J.K. Dobbins, Chris Rodriguez, Nick Singleton, Braylon Allen, JSN, Drake London, Terry McLaurin, Pierce, Shaheed, Debo, Mitchell, Wicks, Laporta, and Gadsden. Dude.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
This guy. This fucking guy.
I think it might be one heavy at running back, but maybe not because you really don't. I like Dobbins. I don't know. It's a good team. I mean,
even if it is one heavy, where do you lose out at?
Right. That's the thing. It's going to have Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
And I was hoping he didn't have Brock Bowers, and I'd be like, oh, this team sucks. This tight end sucks. But no, dude. Fucking B+, bro. B+ team. Dare I say A-? I mean, let's poke some holes. So Debo isn't signed. Alec Pierce in a sit and go is not as valuable because he might miss 3 weeks. We don't know about that. I'm just saying, like, question marks there. But JSN, Drake London, Terry McLaurin, come on, man. That's good shit. Mitchell, Wicks, Shaheed, fuck you. No, he does. Sorry, he doesn't have Brock Bowers.
Yeah, I know he doesn't have Brock Bowers. He's got Laporta.
I was thinking he had Brock Bowers. Laporta. Okay, so the 10 room's a little light. B+.
See, we even want him. We even in our own minds want him to have an A team.
Fucking
We're
Chris
just
Kyle.
making
bro.
it up over here.
Chris Kyle. Brock Bowers. Derek he appears and he has Brock Bowers on his team.
Yeah, exactly. Just imagine.
Like you enter the draft room and we're at the pick 101. He has a 9th selection. And you look at the teams and it's just like he has Brock Bowers. He got him at the 0-0. Where he got Brock Bowers.
He just starts.
I feel like that is Derek's teams. He just has Brock Bowers. He appears. And did you know I had Brock Bowers? Like, you signed a contract with my best ball teams, bro. I don't have to draft him. I just have him. That's how his
underdog. He pays underdog $100
That's
a
how
month to start with Brock Bowers.
That's how his team starts. It's fucking bullshit.
Rob,
all right.
if you knew where I got Brock Bowers. So, Jonathan, long story short, the year that Brock Bowers was a rookie, so was that 2 years ago now? I had the number one quarterback, running back, receiver, and tight end. It was Lamar, Saquon, Jamar Chase, and Brock Bowers. I didn't lose the entire regular season except one game. And of course, the second round to get into the championship, I lost to that said friend again. And I had 250 more points overall going into the playoffs than anybody else.
Gosh.
And he lost.
That's fantasy for you.
Right.
Full PPR.
And I know you're telling Jonathan this story and some of the audience.
That's it.
You have told this story 7 times on the stream.
It's really unfair. It's my team. It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair. We lost as a team.
I'll die on that hill. I never
Real quick.
anyone.
I have to ask you this, Ray.
No.
Are you concerned at all about Brock Bowers' knee injury from last year? Just honest question. Are you concerned about Brock Bowers' knee injury from coming into this year? Are you concerned at all?
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career. Nope.
Yeah. You like that shit? Get raid, bitch.
Nope.
Because it was a meniscus injury, was it not? I think it was.
PCL.
PCL? Okay, close enough. I was hoping it was meniscus. All right, we can get back to these teams. I'm sorry, Ray. I love you.
There's in there. Sorry, no meniscus.
You tee me up and I fucking knock it out of the goddamn park. That's a grand slam. 0-2 count against Mariano Rivera. Suck it.
You need to do those.
Moving on.
Only if you present it, and you never will, so I won't suck it.
Whoa, we got Anthony Richardson pick. Anthony Richardson's on this team. Connor has Dak Prescott, Geno Smith, and Anthony Richardson in a sit and go. Wild, wacky stuff, man. I have not seen Richardson on any of these boards, so we'll break that down. Josh Jacobs, David Montgomery, Bucky Irving, Rashad White, Zach Charbonnet. A+ running back room here. A fucking plus running back room. St. Brown, AJ Brown, Marvin Harrison, Cortland Sutton, Matthew Golden, Torrey Horton, Keenan Allen, Jake Ferguson, Brenton Strange, and Kenyon Sadiq. This is a fucking banger. Richardson takes this team down a notch. Like, this is an A- team without Richardson. If you needed to add, let's look. 3-5-7-3. Running backs are fine. 5 is Golden, 6 is Horton, Keenan Allen's a 7. Keenan Allen doesn't sign this year. You have 6 receivers. You needed a 7th receiver. You needed Tyquan Thornton. You needed Torrey Horton. You needed Rashad Bateman. You needed somebody here. I'm sorry, Richardson's not playing this year, dude. Like, not in a sit and go. There's no point. This is a B team. It would be an A- if it wasn't for Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Fair?
Yeah, that is fair. Definitely. Could have been better with Luther Brown or Luther Burden. Sorry.
100%. Richardson will be taking Jones' spot. Mark my words. Dude, Richardson is not even going to be on this team. Like, they're going to trade him. Like, there's just
he's gone.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's done.
He's done.
He's done in Indy for sure.
He's going to
Just so you guys know, I am the biggest Anthony Richardson defender, like, ever. Ray, you know this. I am clamoring for Anthony Richardson to get a new destination. I want him to get a chance. That being said, he's done in Indianapolis. He will not play another snap in Indianapolis because they can't do it. They just can't. So, B team, solid B. It would be an A-. This would be an A- if this was Rashad Bateman, anyone else but Anthony Richardson, and even another quarterback. I think you should have rolled with Dak Prescott and Geno Smith, but Carson back, give me anyone, right?
Yeah. I mean, quick question. Where would Anthony Richardson even go right now to play if you were to go?
Well, a team they should go to is the Jets. They should not sign Geno. I know like they're going to be okay this year, but if I'm going to tank, any of the tanking teams, you tank with style. If you sign Anthony Richardson, you're tanking with style. You know how in Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear's like, this isn't flying, this is falling with style. Like tanking with style is having Anthony Richardson or Will Levis throw in 25 picks, but you're developing them and seeing what you have.
Will you respect the man who does that already? His name is Jameis Winston, okay? He brings the entertainment. Now, if you're saying, but give him his flowers. That is what he's been doing for almost the past decade at this point. All right?
He needs to be a permanent.
I used to hate Jameis Winston, okay, when he was younger for stealing crab legs and getting away from it because it would be me at Meijer working in the deli and giving him a free fucking whole ham in the pants.
Disband it. You're right. This is a spot. This is actually the spot. The reclamation spot is Minnesota, right? Kevin O'Connell loves them.
Yeah.
That is no. The right price is nothing. It's a 6th round pick right now. It might be a 7th round pick. I want if the price is a 6th round pick right now, guys. Every single team in the league should be trading a 6th round pick for Anthony Richardson. He's 23 years old. What do you have to lose? He's not a Brandon Ayuk. He's not a head case. Seems like a great kid. He wants to learn. He should have never been drafted top 5. He should have never been drafted in the 1st round. They fucked him, right? Like the NFL fucked him.
Yeah,
and
and he got how many quarterbacks can we name who just random name just gets thrown out? Well, he more importantly should have been because he's the most athletic quarterback to come around in a long time. But still, just because his athleticism doesn't equal out what happened to him for his draft grade, or his draft.
Connor, the Keenan Allen problem isn't that he can't play. It's that he has made it very vocal. He only wants to play in LA, which gives him 2 options. It's the Chargers and it's the Rams. He's done everything. He's 35 years old, right? Something like that. Like he's not going to move his family. He's a Hall of Famer. He won't go back he won't go anywhere else. He's going to play in the Rams. Don't really need him. And the Chargers, I think that he limits Lad McConkey. So like they would have signed him already. So that's my problem.
Yeah.
If there's an injury, if there's the right spot, the right spot should be the Ravens. The Ravens should sign Keenan Allen right now. That's perfect. But if there's an injury in July or August, Keenan Allen might change his tune. As of right now, I think he's sticking pat with his, I want to play in LA. We're going to finish with his draft grades. I do like this team, though.
With that real quick, Rob, I bet that he will keep himself healthy and he'll just come back halfway through the season to play, get to a playoff team if he doesn't get signed before the season starts. Or he just
Silent says, who is better, Joe Milton or Anthony Richardson? I like Joe Milton. Not bigger arm, but Joe Milton might even be better. It's hard to even say. The answer to Anthony Richardson, bro. Anthony Richardson was a top 4 pick for a reason. It's definitely Anthony Richardson. Although I like Joe Milton.
Yeah,
I like really athletic, big arm guys. I like those guys. If Dakota was in here, he'd be pulling his hair out because he hates those guys. Dakota likes guys that are polished. We have to go on to this is Hetzer's team at pick 11. If I missed anyone, let me know. Hetzer, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson at good value on both. 4 picks after ADP on both. Hampton, Harvey, Tracy, Mitchell, Spears, Algier, Lamb, Higgins, Adunze, Michael Wilson's is 4, Williams, Branch, Cup, Booty with Kraft and Kittle. Man, the quarterback room is elite, like the best ever. Running back room has some major issues with Harvey. I don't even like Hampton, but Harvey is a 2. Yeah. I like your build. You build this team properly, but you look down below Michael Wilson. This is rookie, dust, guy that might not even be on the same team. Like, I can't get on board with all of these question marks in a sit and go. No way.
Question is, who'd you miss out on at running back and wide receiver to get Lamar?
A lot. And I don't mind doing that because he got them both at value. I think it's too much at the quarterback position, but I'm trying to think where he went wrong here. You probably should not have taken Tucker Kraft. You should have made this a 3 tight end team with Kate Otten and Pat Freiermuth and Terrence Ferguson, and then gotten a better 4th receiver, right? So you have Tucker Kraft to pick 83. If you slot in 83, who goes around pick 83? Let's check the draft board real quick. And you could have gotten Quentin Johnston or Chris Godwin. If you throw in Chris Godwin on this team, now Michael Wilson's your 5, right? Then you're fine. I think this team is a B to B plus, but it makes it a C. Like Derek said, I think C is fair for this team, C minus, because this wide receiver room it's a sit and go. Like in a tournament, I like this team a lot more because these wide receivers could pop off, but they're not going to pop off early and they're not going to pop off often. So the quarterback room can only take you so far on this team. This is a C minus team.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Hatcher's on a nice little streak though. That was the worst team he's drafted in quite a while. LOL's team. You have Jaden Daniels, Malik Willis, and Daniel Jones. Genty Barkley, Javonte Williams, Aaron Jones, Wilson Tate, Quentin Johnson, Chris Godwin, Myers, Concepcion, Pat Bryant with Jawan Johnson, K-Dot, and Gunnar Helm. This is the tight end room that Hetzer needed. This specific room right here makes his team in the B range. For this team, he has Chris Godwin as 4, Myers, Concepcion, Pat Bryant, a little light at wide receiver. QJ is your 3, Godwin, Myers. It's a little light. You have Genty, Barkley, Javonte. So this is 3 studs with Aaron Jones. All right. This is a good team. The quarterback room's elite, really elite. Running back room's elite. It's a tournament running back room, but I don't hate it. And the build is good. I think you needed one more wide receiver. I probably would have gone with no Daniel Jones in this team and maybe taken Geno Smith or something and taken another receiver. That being said, B minus LOL. I think this is a pretty solid team.
Yeah, it's a solid team.
Ooh, Derek says B plus. So some people like it. What do you have, Jonathan?
Well, I say it's a B. Right.
Ray, do you have a grade for this squad?
Yeah, I mean, I'd give it a solid B to B plus. I mean, honestly, because I mean, as you know, I love Cardinal Tate, so I really think it depends on how high his ceiling is this season, which I think it's pretty high. So I mean, if he can be a solid above middle range wide receiver 2, getting into wide receiver 1, that'll take this team to the next level. That's a lot of what ifs, so we'll see what happens. I love his talent, and Ward, I love his upside this season. So, yeah.
All right, let's check the board here. Good draft, gentlemen. Good draft. We did not have the best team, Jonathan. We've had some pretty steady teams, though, so I don't hate them. Ray, you going to draft with us?
Picking at 1.
It is. Ray, are you going to draft with us?
Yeah, give me one quick second here.
Let me know who's in. Mouth wants to do a $10 sit and go. Guys, there is already 4 people in here. I'm going to join it to make sure that's legit. Sometimes it doesn't update. We have 3 people in here. We can fill this draft with, if we get 6 of us in here, $10 sit and go. 12-team sit and go under the 2026 slate on Underdog. $10 sit and go. We have 3 people in here. We have plenty of time, guys. Join up. Let's do this one.
You said 2026 season?
2026 slate, yeah. And then the $10 sit and go. This will be interesting. There's some decent money in this one compared to the other sit and goes we do.
What's Ray eating tonight? What you eating?
Yeah, Ray, I don't have the graphic anymore for Dining with Me Sweats, but you can, after you sign up for the league here, let us know what you're eating. All right, we're filling up here, guys. $10 league. Who's down? Who's in here? Let us know who's in here and who wants to get in.
You said sprint or like 2026?
Just 2026.
$10.
Connor's in. Connor says, what's a good comp for Tate production talent-wise? Sadly, my low-end comp for Cardinal Tate was Marvin Jones. And I know that you're probably going to say that's awful. Rob, you're an idiot. Marvin Jones had a 10-touchdown season in the NFL. Marvin Jones was pretty damn good for the Bengals and the Lions. That is my comp for Cardinal Tate.
What is the name
Marvin
of this league, dude? I'm raining right now.
It's a $10 sit and go. So usually do the $3 or the $5. Go below the $10 tab.
Yeah, I'm at that $10 says 2-person, 4-person to 12-person slow draft.
12-person. Not the slow draft.
Yeah.
Fast draft. You got it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, my comp is Marvin Jones. I think George Pickens is a comp, but George Pickens moves a little better than Cardinal Tate. But Cardinal Tate's a much more steady player. So, Jonathan, do you have a comp for Cardinal Tate? Do you like Cardinal Tate? I want to get your take on him.
Yeah, I like Cardinal Tate. I mean, I would say. I like the George Pickens comparison a little bit there. I mean, it depends on how, how Ward ends up turning out this year. I mean, I'm not going to say AJ Brown or anything.
Well, no, he's definitely he's a string bean, man. Where are my notes? I wish I had my comps. We did all this in the draft breakdown. Marvin Jones was my comp. My really low end comp for Carnell Tate was Donovan Peoples-Jones. It's because I'm not a Carnell Tate fan, but I'm just telling you, Donovan Peoples-Jones was a pretty high draft pick too. Not this high, obviously. I like him. Poor man's DK. Get the hell out of here. DK Metcalf's 230 pounds, bro. Like, Carnell Tate ran a 4.5. DK Metcalf ran a 4.3 at 230 pounds.
Maybe his upside is like T. Higgins or something.
Yeah, but T. Higgins is 6'5", 225.
I'm talking
I'm just saying
production.
Yeah.
Talking production.
Archetype wise, he's not. Like he's 190 pounds, so he's fine. Connor, thank you. Connor defends it. Peoples-Jones is a good player, just never got a full chance. That was kind of a joke. That was my low end. My low end was Peoples-Jones. My average comp, like what I think he's going to become, is Marvin Jones. My high end was George Pickens, but like a George Pickens that isn't like a nincompoop. You know what I mean? Like a guy that's actually like Carnell Tate's a consummate pro from everything I read. Like he's going to be one of the first guys in the building, the last guy to leave, a good teammate, a guy that hustles. So like you have the George Pickens, but like that isn't causing trouble.
Sounds like a guy you absolutely hate. So why would you ever pick him, Rob? Don't you worry. Don't you worry about him.
I'm actually taking Carnell Tate.
Don't you pick him, okay?
Put it this way. I am drafting Carnell Tate at about a 7% clip, 6% clip, because I do like Carnell Tate. I do like Cam Ward. I had Jordan Tyson as my number 2 receiver this year coming out. Or Tyson was my 1. Either way, I had Carnell Tate as my 6. But I am taking Carnell Tate over Jordan Tyson all day long. Not even like, obviously he's going a little higher, but in a vacuum. And also at ADP.
Ooh.
I want
that.
I want opportunity, and Carnell Tate has the opportunity. Jordan Tyson's number 2 there. Like that.
I like that in the vacuum.
Tyson's a better player. But this is a perfect landing spot for Carnell Tate. Perfect.
What are the odds Tyson stays healthy all year?
Oh, not very good. That's the word I was looking for, Derek. Pickens is way more slippery than Tate. Tate is a catch and fall down guy. Now, in the open field, he'll outrun you. He's at decent breakaway speed. George Pickens is very, very slippery. Great word, Derek. Carnell Tate's the opposite of slippery. He has stickum on his body, and you can tackle him very easily. That's my worry with Carnell Tate. It's, you see the same thing with Marvin Harrison, right? Marvin Harrison is not breaking any tackles. But Marvin Harrison's a monster of a human being compared to Carnell Tate. He's, 15 pounds heavier?
That's how, Tyler Lockett used to be back in the Seahawks. Catch, fall, catch, fall.
I love Tyler Lockett. One of my big worries with Carnell Tate is we just saw this with Marvin Harrison. And the ironic thing is they both went 4th overall.
So you compare.
Marvin Harrison was a way better prospect than Carnell Tate. No one can – Storey will kind of argue that with me because he hated Marvin Harrison forever.
I'm not going to argue that, but we see what happened. Dude's a bum.
On the Cardinals.
He's a bum.
Okay.
He's a great talent. No.
Okay,
his drive is of a bum. How about that? Everything else is.
Can we just say it like this? His drive was like a bum. I think
we'll find out. Yeah, we got new.
I think Kyler Murray had a lot to do with that, guys. Like,
I agree.
And the fact that Drew Petzing was on. The staff was awful. Like, the Cardinals are a bottom 3 organization, and this guy had a silver spoon. His dad's Marvin Harrison. I'm not saying this is not a ringing endorsement of the guy, because you know what? If you're a real dog and you're the guy we're talking about, we want to draft and have in our teams and have in our actual NFL team, it shouldn't matter. You think Steve Smith would have done this? No fucking way. Steve Smith would have showed up and played football very, very hard. But this is also Gen Z. Marvin Harrison's a Gen Zer. This is very typical of Gen Z behavior, and that's my upside with Marvin Harrison. Is that this was a Gen Z. He was trying 80%, and he had a bad situation. He hated Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray also was trash. And he was like, fuck it. Like, I'm not going to have to worry about getting a second contract. I'll play when I need to play. I don't know if it's true. I'm just saying, like, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, guys?
You are the funniest. Dude, I love you so much, dude. You just contradicted yourself so fucking bad. You literally love Kyler so much this year. I understand.
I love Kyler this year.
Before you go any further, I understand. KOC to Pretzer or whatever his fucking Yeah, the guy that's in
Spencer.
fucking that guy who's now in Detroit now. Thank God, because he's a Bears fan. I want him to do well because there's so much talent in Detroit on the offense to not shit the bed there. But either way, it's just I'm
Great.
sorry. It just made me
I
laugh.
did not contradict myself because what I've
I
always
know.
said about Kyler Murray was I'm not saying Kyler Murray's bad now. I'm saying Kyler Murray also didn't care. He's also a Gen Zer. You get what I'm
No,
saying?
you're right.
This
Yeah,
is the
he
year
loves
that
time.
Kyler Murray has to put in the work. If Kyler Murray doesn't put in the work this year, he is never getting another contract. Not a major one. So would it surprise you if Kyler Murray, because we know he has a talent. We've seen it like in college and the pros. He's had some really, really good years with pretty bad teams. And this is it. He's like, okay, I have to I can't play Call of Duty this year. I have to hit the weight room, hit the film room for once in my life. Not the film like I'm going to watch Inception. That's the film room he's been in. The actual film room, Kyler Murray with Justin Jefferson, with Kevin O'Connell, like this should be magic. This should be great.
Should be, but it won't be because I know why. Modern Warfare 4 is coming out, baby. And that is when the season's starting in November. He's donezo. And he'll be getting it fucking early because they know that he loves it. So, no, I'm sorry. Actually, how about this? I'm not going to say it's a 0% chance because exactly what you just stated is 100%. I agree with that. I'm just also agreeing with I'm saying that there's a brand new COD coming out. So this will be the true test. Does he care about video games or football more? Because he's going to
There's a new COD every year. There's a new COD.
No. This is like a little different. I know I'm with you, Rob, but I'm saying it's
because it's Modern Warfare 4?
Yes.
Dude, I'm still playing.
I know you do.
4.
You're
I'm
an
still playing
old fart.
Blackout.
You're not a Gen Zer, bro. And who you play with aren't Gen Zers. You're old farts like us who love that game because it's a great game. But people like him who love COD openly, like I promise you, I'm saying, like, if he struggles in the beginning of the year, it very well might be because he's played a little too much. The COD's coming out like early November or like December, or sorry, October. So it's gonna be right in there. And I'm just saying, I'm with you, Rob. If he cares about football, because he's going to be around football people who care, like you just stated. If he's that much of an asshole who doesn't care about football, it's going to be very prevalent this season, in the fall at least. Like the game's coming out, and more importantly, dude, if he's going to allow JJ McCarthy to embarrass him, to overtake him and beat him out, especially because he's playing video games, that's just like the most embarrassing statement.
No, Carson Wentz would play over JJ McCarthy, but
that's fair.
Let me ask you guys this. Let's take the real life. Let's take the real. We're talking real life right now, which I love the conversation because it was based on the Marvin Harrison take I had, right? With the real life Kyler Murray stuff. Let's separate real life and fantasy because this is primarily a fantasy show. Kyler Murray, quarterback 17, 4 for a passing touchdown league. Is there any way he doesn't hit his ADP? If he plays, like, is there any way points per game, Kyler Murray finishes worse than quarterback 17? I would say 10% chance he's worse than that. I just don't see the path. There's just no way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, if he's
no
healthy
way.
and plays the whole year, I'd say it's even less than 10%, to be honest.
Yeah.
There we go. And the reason he's going there is because recency bias and the chance, A, he gets hurt, which we've seen. B, he loses his job or doesn't win the job. I mean, I think if he doesn't win this job, he needs to hang him up. Because Carson Wentz has been done for 4 years and coming off another major second shoulder injury. And JJ McCarthy is just not ready. So if he doesn't win the job, like we're saying, if he doesn't play well this year, he doesn't light the world on fire, he's not getting a giant contract. If he loses this quarterback competition, you think Kyler is going to be fine holding the clipboard? Like that clipboard's gonna have an iPad on it. It's not gonna have the fucking game.
No,
he's gonna be a streamer.
Yeah, exactly, 100%, Jonathan. He can become a fucking millionaire being a streamer. Honestly, Rob, like I think you're taking it a little more. Like I think I'm joking. Like I'm really not. Like this is a much anticipated Call of Duty game, and he's a very open, huge lover of said game franchise.
Okay. Dude, right, I get it. Let me ask you this. Hold on.
I'm not saying
Kyler Murray. Do you think Kyler Murray got to where he was because he's not a competitive person? Well, clearly, he's competitive in the COD streets. I mean, we know that.
He got competitive. He was competitive enough to get comfortable. How about that? Because that's what it seems like.
Oh, and he has been. Right. And now the haters are out, bro. Like
but he's a millionaire. Right, what is he? Honestly, really? I mean, he's a Gen Z. That's my point, Rob. I've been saying that is my whole point from the beginning. We're going to find out, does he care about football or not? Because if he does, he will be there to show up for KOC, Justin, and the rest of that team like he should, because KOC, as much as I love Ben Johnson, he probably is the best coach in the NFC North. And it's like, if he's not going to show up for said product, coach, players, everything that's set up for him to succeed, and just pisses it away to play video games and half-asses his fucking, just looking into the playbook and studying and all that stuff, and we're gonna know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I guarantee it. In a way, I personally hope it happens, because that means he'll suck for the Vikings. But I don't really want that, because that just fucks everything up with fantasy wise. Because if he's even average, like for what, like when he was near MVP levels, if he can get near that, it's gonna be very exciting for that team. So like, I don't want that to be the case of him just be a shithead. I'm just saying I think it could happen.
I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
Luckily, I was done.
I knew you were done. I actually had my finger on it and it slipped.
Yeah, right.
No, I actually did. I really did. My only last thing I have to say is that Kyler Murray was a first-round pick in baseball and the number one overall pick in football. Like, that tells me now maybe this part of him is gone, like you're saying, and he's just saying I'm a millionaire, whatever. There's the other part of me that says I know he's a competitive person, because it's rare air, and let's also factor in the fact that Kyler Murray is 5'9". Like, dude, you know how impressive it is for a 5'9" dude
in reality
to be drafted number 1 overall in the first round. All right, we have Derek says let's move to $5 or $3. I think I agree. Let's do that. Let's back out of this one.
And go to what?
No, he's not going to play baseball. I'm just saying, like, the fact that he was drafted there in both means something. It means something. Mine still says 4 more to start. Is this right?
Well, I just left it, so.
I should worry about Kyler, because he's already making excuses. He was already making excuses in OTAs about the playbook and learning it and all. And it's like,
you're joking.
He's like,
are you? Like, you're trying to are you serious?
All right, $5, guys. The $5 draft already has 4 people in it, I believe. No, apparently it's just 2. Whatever.
He was
always lies to us. $5 should fill up.
About splitting first team reps and having to learn the playbook doing that. Now it's hard to learn a playbook when you're splitting reps.
Rob, I think I'm in the wrong one. This is a little more to start. Yeah, this one.
$5 sit and go. Let's fill it up now. That should fill up more. $10 don't fill up. I thought we'd have a good chance. We almost did, but all right. I'm gonna grab 2 more beers in
5
a second.
More to go
take
now.
A tinkle. Let's go. All right, that filled up fast. Let's get it filled up, guys. $5 sit and go. Join it up. We're gonna watch Ray dominate us, because Ray's got his sea legs now, right? What are you eating, by the way? Did you tell us what you were eating? Did I totally block that out?
No, I just ignored you. You literally said you deleted my segment. Why would I just openly just?
Oh, geez.
I didn't delete. I had to because I copyrighted the music. Disbanded. Are you in this? Disbanded. Are you in this?
Now I got some meatballs and a potato and some can of corn. Can of corn. I'll be all right.
Meatballs and potatoes.
Yeah, man.
Like a what's left in the fridge type of night.
Yeah. If I had time, I would have cooked a nice fat steak, but I just hurried it up.
It was
still late.
Just ban it. You can join this right now. We're still loading. We were waiting for 4 people. $5 sit and go. Hop in here, draft with us. Also, real quick, I do want to make. I forgot to upload the new graphic. Connor, my bad. I have a new graphic with your name on it. I'll get you on the new one, though. I do want to shout out to all the Patreon members. I see Jonathan up in there. Appreciate you, Jonathan. Let's see here. We have, Jonathan's a fucking fanatic, hence why he's in the show, because fanatics get to come on the show. Appreciate you, everyone else, as always. You guys are awesome. If you're interested, Jonathan, give them 20 seconds why they should join and support the show and just be part of this community.
Great community. Everybody here knows ball, especially if you're in the Discord. If you have any questions, everybody's really quick to answer them. I mean, we're always on there talking about anything. Especially when the season starts. I'd get in now for the season starts, because it's going to get really, really busy, and there's going to be a lot of people hopping in. I mean, just since I've been here, that list has doubled, if not tripled, since I started being on the show. I mean, it's good enough to where I watch even when I can't do these drafts.
Well, and
That's
plus,
a huge one right there.
Well, and plus, honestly, with the whole Discord thing, like, you know, Jonathan, me and Rob have talked about this before. Like, in reality, it might be silent from like Central Time, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Like literally 3 or 4 hours, like 2 to 4 hours at most, depending. Like, it's not
definitely
silent.
during the football season. There's just no time.
Yeah, 100%. Right. And the thing is, like Jonathan said, we have everything. Like, we have things for your bets, for your, you know, for your lineups, everything. Like in you know, Rob will be there, Storey will be there, I'll be there. Anyone, you know, Jonathan, everyone's there. And so you can, everyone's there, dude. And you just take who you want. You know, you just take what you want and make your own decisions, man. It's great.
Hell yeah. So you get access to the Discord community, which is the place to be, guys. Guest appearances on the show, which is right here. Jonathan up in here. Community fantasy leagues. We have best ball leagues available. We're going to play with the community. We have multiple redrafts to sign up for, all done via League Safe. So no chicanery there, guys. If you don't trust me, I did League Safe for that reason. 2 more to start. Free merchandise giveaways, hats and shirts. Jonathan has all his gear. And access to the early betting plays. Even if you don't like the show, you don't watch so very much, you're not into fantasy too much, I don't know why you'd be in the stream, but either way, 96 and 58 last year. Jonathan, you don't have any books. You have to actually go to the casino to place these bets, right?
No, they have apps. All the casinos have their own apps that we can sign up on.
Where do you live at, Jonathan?
Vegas.
Oh, I was going to say, Jesus, man. How do they not have apps?
No, they got. Yeah.
That would be fucking crazy if Illinois had apps and you guys didn't have apps.
But you're limited. You don't have DraftKings and shit.
No, there's no DraftKings, no fan.
Okay.
No Underdog, none of that.
Okay, well, that's fair, though, because that's okay. Yeah, they force you motherfuckers to, like, go to casinos. Yeah, okay.
When FanDuel first came out, we had it, and I made a lot of money on it, but then they took it away.
But you're winning.
Connor, I'm gonna get you. Anyways, real quick before I get your comment, Connor. Professionalfanatics.com. Link in the description. Go to Patreon. Search Professional Fanatics. Whatever. Super easy to find it. Hop in there. I'll send you an email on the very same night you sign up. Within usually an hour, if the stream's going on. Once it's over, get you in the Discord. Get you in the community. And we appreciate your support because you are supporting.
Did you say
us,
once
a small business?
Did you say once it's over or once you're sober?
Both. Well, no. Once I'm sober, it's usually like 10 in the morning.
So once it's over, it really almost.
Connor, you're a professional. Fanatics get it sent for free right away, but you've been dropping a bunch of supers, Connor, and I do appreciate that. So typically, professional tiers, you enter into the drawing. I do a drawing every month for hats and shirts and shit, but you've dropped me supers. You signed up. You paid for the year as well. So I'm going to be sending you – I'll talk to you in the Discord. I'm going to be sending you a hat and a shirt for free just because you're the shit. So you're going to get that shirt. I'll get in touch with you. Give me your address or send it to me whenever you have a chance in the Discord, and I'll be sending that probably next week for you. All good? The hats are really nice. The shirts are not – I'm not going to say the shirts are fucking great, but the hats are really nice. They're pretty high quality.
The shirts aren't that bad.
For some reason, Jonathan's wearing not wearing our hat. Why aren't you wearing our hat, Jonathan?
Hat's at the race shop.
What the fuck, man? Super fucking upset.
Hey, but I mean, come on now.
I'm upset. Come on.
I mean,
I rep your gear all the time on the show. Okay.
It's Rose Bowl hat.
All right, it's okay. I'll give you that one. All right, one more to start, guys. One more to start. All right, while we're waiting for this to start, I am gonna. You guys talk amongst yourself. Yeah, the $5 draft disbanded. My hair? Yeah, it's not great.
No, Ray, look at Ray's hair.
Ray's hair is awesome. Ray's hair is fucking awesome. This son of a bitch.
You don't know?
There we go. We have the 8th pick. This is a sit and go. We're not at 1 now. That's pretty cool. I got to take a pee. So let me find this. Where's this at? All right.
Grow the hair out because, as you see, my little porn stash is as best as I can.
Yeah,
I'm going to play a clip here.
There's not much on that.
And give me 50 seconds, guys. I'll be back.
Jay Quellen. No Jay Quellen here?
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. Balake. Where is Balake at? Yes, sir.
My name's Blake.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you want to go to war, Balaki?
No.
D nice. Is there a D nice?
Do you mean Denise?
Son of a bitch! Hey, Ron. Where are you? Where is Ron right now?
Here.
You know, I said it like 4 times, so why didn't you say it the first time I said Ron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch!
Yeah, you know, it's funny. So, Jonathan, my real name is Ryan, but all my friends, like all my best friends I've known for, I'm 35. My core group of friends I've known for 20 to 15, 10, 10 to 20 years plus, man. And if you were to say, hey, Ryan, they'd be like, who the fuck is that? Like,
true.
we know Ray.
You've just been Ray for too long.
Erica, my wife didn't know your name was Ryan.
Exactly. There you go.
Dude, every time I'm in the bathroom and I have my earbuds still in, and I hear do you want to go to war, Balaki? Right after he says Balaki, you hear Balaki say no, like in a super, like a feeble voice. It's the best part. He's just like, no, because like who would say? Why would a teacher ever say that? Fucking amazing, dude. Who's in here? Hetch is in here. Big Ray's in here at 3. We have Mouth, us, Montana, Derek, and Connor. You know, Chris. This guy, Chris. You heard about him? Every time I get off the stream, usually I'll do some stuff. I'll take the dogs out. I'll make a little bit of food or something. And I'll just lay down for like a half hour, and then I'm still wide awake. So I'll just hop in one draft by myself, like a fast draft. Chris is in every one of these drafts, dude. This guy, Chris, right here. See, it says Chris. He's got a logo.
He's an admin.
So, dude, he's always in these drafts. It's like how now he's in sit and goes with us. What's going on here?
Well, can't you like get a hold of this guy one way or another and be like, dude?
No, you can't chat in these.
No, like there's no way you could. What?
No, you can't chat in these underdog drafts.
What if you love that person? Is they make every pick you want to pick before you, and you're just like, this guy knows something, and this is just supposed to be let go. That's it.
Yes,
it's over.
That's it. Jeez. That's it. It's over.
What the hell, man. John, that was to say too. I love that clip that he played because growing up with my name being Ryan, Brian, and Ryan, I still to this fucking day, dude. It's I'll say my name. Yeah, my name's Ryan. Oh, hey, Brian. It's like no, it's Ryan.
No.
Ryan. And then
it's like stepbrothers.
Yeah, it's Pan.
Pan.
No. Pam. Oh, Pam or 2 M's. No.
Panda. Pan. Is there a D at the end of it?
Hey. I think I can help you with this whole Pam situation.
They're commenting on her name, and it's the simplest name ever. It's fucking 3 letters. P-A-M. Pam.
Oh, man.
Hampton goes at fucking 10, bro.
You guys are both interviewing for a custodial job. Get out of my office.
Tuxedos.
My office. Yeah, it's so fucking great. I mean, honestly, that lady, I would love to know how many times they did that take, because there's zero chance that lady was able to keep it together, like, pretty much almost every take except the one maybe not everyone, but she had have broken up a lot. There's just no way
anybody.
Fuck. Mouth didn't get in this one. Mouth did not get in this one. Mouth must have not heard.
Oh,
I haven't seen him.
Sorry, Mouth.
Mouth, you missed out, man.
Hmm.
We wanted to kiss your mouth. Now kiss his mouth.
Yeah, I don't know where Mouth went.
I still think that Eastbound and Down Will Ferrell bloopers are some of the best.
Oh, dude. Eastbound and Down. Dude. I feel it deep down in my palms.
As he watched, as my
Let the boy watch. Let him watch.
I don't know how anybody got to any of those takes.
Dude,
Mouth is in here. He's at pick 7. My bad, Mouth. I didn't see you in
John,
here.
and after I make my picks here, I'm gonna read you. So I'm going on a bachelor party at the end of this month with it's 20. There's 20 of us going, and I would say 95% of them I've known. Like I said, in that friend group, I've known from elementary school through high school. And I'm one of the few who aren't married with kids, and most of them are. And there were some jokes made being like, oh, I thought we're bringing kids. And then some of my friends were just dropping the funniest things, being like, oh, well, my kid will don't worry. My kid will take a shit in the fucking closet and just never tell you about it. And just all these type of fucking crazy things. And then of course somebody posted the GIF. Let the boy watch. Let him watch.
Oh.
No stacks, Jay. I mean, you can stack if you want, but it's a sit and go, so it's a normal redraft. You don't need to stack a redraft either. Ray's thinking. Jeremiah Love, Reachy, bro.
Mm.
That's fine. I believe in him. I believe he can Ray. Oh! Believe he can Ray the sky. Until he has 4 running backs who are capable of things behind him.
Yeah.
I still love. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Jonathan, I don't really watch college football. Being in Chicago, I just root for more Chicago sports. If I had to pick a football team in college, I would just say Notre Dame, just because my name's Ryan, so I'm Irish. That's literally as far as that fucking goes. Like, plus they're just local to Chicago. But oh god, do I take my boy or I take the felon?
Aren't they all felons?
Yeah.
God, all right, we're doing it. We're just gonna do it. We'll take the felon.
Hey Ray. So I looked. You know how like we have this. You have this whole argument whenever I, talk shit to you. You're like, well, dude, I beat you in our leagues. So I looked at our Yahoo profiles.
Oh boy,
and yours is actually pretty impressive. So you're at 54.5 or 55%. I'm at 58%. So not crazy, but like it's decent gap. But I've played a lot more leagues than you.
Yeah.
I think I have.
Hey, Jonathan, get ready.
Here it is. I'm gonna give you it. So I've played 89 leagues on Yahoo. You've played like 36 or something. You have
so one's a degenerate, one's not.
No, you have 6 championships, but somehow you have 1 second place and 2 thirds. So like that just says that what Ray is an all or nothing dude, right? So like when you hit, Ray fucking hits. Like he hits hard. We're gonna say...
It's like when I kick you in the nuts. It hits hard. It's not soft. It's just hard.
The main question is how many college football championships, fantasy championships?
Oh, we don't play that shit.
Yeah, no, dude. There's no.
So to finish the point, though, I had whatever it was, 12 wins. I had 10. No, it wasn't. No, because you're winning. Your championship percentage is higher than mine, but you had like no other places. I had like 12 wins, 10 seconds, and 9 thirds. So like I'm placing in like half the leagues. But like, dude, when you win leagues, then you miss playoffs in leagues, and you know what? There's something to be said about that. Like that's how you draft. The fact you take Jeremiah Love, you reach on Bijan as a rookie, like you take shots. I'm more of a risk adverse guy, and you play to win. I play a little more hedgier than you.
Oh yeah, it always has been, dude. Literally, like the entire time we played together, it's pretty much always been that way.
I dig it, man.
Hey, I mean, you win some, you lose some, but you know what? I honestly, because Rob, I've gotten more risky with things because I would say pretty much, I mean, realistically, maybe just pre-COVID, like when rookies really have started to show up to be a lot more great contributors from day one. Like when you Jonathan, how old are you? You're older than me a little bit.
35.
Oh, you're my age. Okay, dude. So when we were growing up, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like rookies were never much of, I mean, not to say that they never contributed, but it would usually be maybe later in the season, unless they were exceptional, like Adrian Peterson, you know what I mean? Something like that. Or Calvin Johnson, you know what I mean? But now recently in the last, like I said, 5, 6, 7 years, the way colleges are, they're changing the way they're coaching and playing players, that these guys are coming in more be able to do as a tight end or running back, or I'm sorry, receiver, maybe to be able to do a solid 4 to 5 routes, but really well at those routes. But then when they come to the NFL, they got to really learn the rest of the tree of the route running. You know what I mean? So it takes but they're so good.
Ray? You know what's changed? You know what's the biggest factor compared to what it was in the old days? Rookies make fucking bank, right? Right away.
Yeah,
So the coaches have more pressure to play these guys. Where the old days, it was like, oh, we draft a quarterback, we sit him. We draft a running back, we sit him. Now it's like, well, we take a guy top 5. He is now automatically a top, 7 or 5 player at that position in terms of salary. Like, you better play him. Look at Jeremiah Love. Like, he is getting paid so much money. That's the upside, and that's why I'm warming to Jeremiah Love. It's like, yeah, Tyler Algier scares me. He got paid, but he didn't get paid that much. Like, if they don't use Jeremiah Love,
well, he's also aging in the
they pick him
running back world. I mean, not like crazily. How old is Algier? Maybe 28, 27. So he still has.
Oh no, I think Algier is like 25 or 26. He's pretty young.
And he was also behind Bijan that whole time. So his mileage.
So he's got a lot of tread.
Right.
The point is, the Cardinals make no sense because why do they sign Algier and why do they draft Jeremiah Love? Both things make no sense. Like, at least the Jeremiah Love picks make no sense because they're not a win-now team. We just saw this with Ashton Genty. Like, that pick is not going to age well. Bijan, as great as Bijan is, has that pick worked out for the Falcons? Like, no. The Gibbs pick worked out, but Bijan, they haven't made the playoffs with Bijan, and he's been the best.
But it's not because of him. He's done everything. He's done everything in his absolute power to get them to where they need to go. They just fuck around and find out.
It's wild though. Like, and so they have to use
disagree.
I'm just
saying. I'm saying without saying what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
That being said, Ray reached on Jeremiah Love.
Good. What are you literally what we just talked about? Good.
Yeah, it definitely used to be the year of, there used to be 2-3 year breakouts for wide receivers for the old days.
Right. I mean, and tight ends more importantly, dude. Like receivers might be able to come around, late rookie season to late first season. Tight ends were like 2-3. I mean, how long did Gronk and Kittle take to come around, and Kelsey? All 3 of those Hall of Fame top end, tight ends that we've been around. It took them 2 to 3 years until they were like something. Then they were like elite from there on out until they were done. But it took them that amount of time. You know what I mean? Like, now, admittedly, Jonathan, being a Bears fan, somebody like, if you remember this shitty ass name, Adam Shaheen, if you happen to remember that dumb name, if you don't, there's a good reason why you don't, because he was a second round pick by the Bears who flamed out. He was a D2 player and he flamed out like a second round pick, and he was a D2 player. That's all you need to know. It's a tight end.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was a monster though. I mean, he hated all the fucking measurables.
Well, I'll take measurables when it's Shadik at Oregon. I'll take. I'll take that.
Two tight end sets are. That's why a lot of these tight ends are breaking out so quick.
The fourth spot has taken Brock Bowers, Josh Allen, and Colson Loveland already. And Derek says, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" We don't know. Biggie Smalls, he's still worried about that Tupac death. Apparently, what he's doing.
Hey, I heard if you say Biggie Smalls 3 times in the mirror, he shows up.
I'm right in front of him here right now.
Holy shit! How about you
test it out? Hey, you're on speaker. Biggie Smalls.
No, Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, no. Have you ever seen that South Park episode? It's the Halloween one. I think it's Satan's 16th, Sweet 16. That episode, if you happen to remember that one.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Dude.
Yeah, I know you do. I'm saying if Jonathan happens to, Rob, I know you 100% remember that one. It's Jonathan. It's when they have John Wayne Gacy, fucking the other 2 main murderers.
Anytime you start off any conversation with they had John Wayne Gacy, it's gonna be a good conversation.
Hey, you ever accidentally masturbate to young pictures of your mom?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Jeez. That is an epic clip for me.
Let's see what this guy does at
Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, and the other one. I don't know. It was either way. It's
Ray. Have you seen Demolition Man? Jonathan, have you seen Demolition Man?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Wesley Snipes and Stallone. It's just Sandra Bullock. It's like a 95 action movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the plot is really weird, but like Wesley Snipes comes back from cryo sleep and like he's like a criminal, but it's like a really peaceful society, and he starts like unfreezing all of like the serial killers of like and there's a scene where he just like someone's like, "Oh, Jeffrey, we can get Jeffrey Dahmer." He's like, "Jeffrey Dahmer, I love that guy." Like, it's just so amazing because like
One of those
vacuum, like
unintentionally funny movies.
oh, the movie's so funny, but it's like it's taking itself very serious because it's in the Arnold. You know, it's like Stallone lost there was the action hero belt, right? That Stallone had, and then Arnold just came in and said, "Fuck that, dude! Predator, T2, like throwing Kindergarten Cop." And then Stallone's like, "I gotta get this." So he does these kind of movies that are like, but it had Wesley Snipes, it had Sandra Bullock, like great cast, but it's awful. I mean, it's my kind of awful, but like it's so fucking fun. It's funnier than and the action's fine, but like just that quote of just like someone saying, "Jeffrey Dahmer, I love that guy." Like it was like Ray saying, you know, the John Wayne Gacy to start a conversation. Like you just can't beat that kind of shit. And you know, we're laughing about these guys, but we shouldn't, guys. Let's be serious, okay? Come on.
Yeah, no.
Some worse. You know what's fucking wild though?
I'm literally talking about South Park. It's a parody show.
Right. Gacy was Gurnee, right up the street from us, and then Dahmer was Milwaukee. So two of the top three American, like well-known, all the guys, you know, they're getting documentaries made of them left and right every year apparently, are from right here. And then Ted Bundy was across the entire nation, mostly the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, that was the third. That was the third one. That was the third one. So, Jonathan, in that episode I'm talking about, they do the Three Stooges, and of course, yeah, it's next level, dude. But no, guys, actually, I drove out because when I was at the last branch I worked at in Des Plaines, which is where John Wayne Gacy was at. I looked up the address and I drove down that street. Now the house, everybody, if you don't know this, the house, they literally completely tore up the foundation. They excavated the whole property and they put a whole new house down and everything because the guy buried unfortunate ton of bodies in his crawl space.
27 bodies in the crawl space, 33 total.
Right.
Don't ask me why. I know stats and I know body counts of serial killers. That's what I know.
No.
And
I think we're seeing the beginning of never mind. But
no, I've watched every like serial killer documentary known to man because girls love that shit for some reason. So I've watched every one as it comes out. Everyone.
You're not helping yourself right now.
All the girls.
You're saying that you know these stats. You love watching documentaries on.
I said they love watching them.
That means you're watching with them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say no. He gets their pants off, you know. Which is another
How
conversation.
many serial killers have said the same? By the way, Jonathan, they're
very cute.
Oh,
What's his name?
It's Kwame.
It's Kwame. Kwame.
Mm-hmm.
Nice name. Nice name.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a little light for Kwame, no?
What?
A lot of names to pick, but it was a little darker, maybe.
Yeah, can you go?
That's very scary.
You need to get out.
Hey, and you guys want ginger ale?
Get the fuck out.
a little late for Kwame.
You need to get out. Such a calm. You need to get out.
Rob, you know that there's a serial killer afoot in the Kane County area.
I don't think there is, but
okay.
Oh,
hey,
is it you?
but there's just fucking but there's just been 7 bodies found in the Fox River alone, and then in between Schaumburg and Aurora. No.
Well, I don't want to get too personal. You know, there was another girl just found the other day.
Yeah.
That's not a serial killer because 2 of my co-hosts, I don't want to get too personal, but have personal relationship with this person, family member, family friend, and that was not the case. So I already have the insider knowledge on that one. So not say there's not one, but that one was not.
The one last Wednesday. The last
Correct.
one. Damn. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, and I had to find this out on the phone call today, so not great. But I see what you're saying. You know,
there's a big string of fucking just people drowning in the Fox River, but hey, maybe people don't know how to swim as
different times, but my dad, and this is the 70s, and he grew up in Valley View, so you know how Valley View was, and you guys probably don't know as the audience, but like
I know.
a couple of his friends died. A couple of his friends died in the Fox River, but like, you know, drinking on a boat, like in the middle of the night, like that's not a good recipe for like survival. No. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to get hammered and then go in a river where there's a dam and the water runs pretty fast. And like not 9 times out of 10, but 1 time out of 10, but we do that like every week. You're probably not living past 30 is my guess.
No, you're not wrong.
Thank you, Ray. Let's see. We have Ray, J.K. Dobbins. Are you in on J.K. Dobbins this year? I would guess no.
I guess what level of running back do you have him on your team?
I don't know.
If he's your running back
He's
4,
around
I'd be okay
8.
with him.
Oh no, he's getting drafted in RB3 range.
Yeah.
Running back 33. I guess I'll ask you this: is it the injuries or is it just the convoluted backfield?
It's kind of he had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
I love that clip.
It's the new Tiny Dancer clip.
I'm just never answering a question of his ever again. So.
Well, if I ever bring up injuries, now I can't actually ask injury questions anymore to Ray. Come on, Ray, have some fun, have the spirit. It's a good fucking clip. Do you guys appreciate that in the comment section?
Of course they could. You're raying the Ray. Who doesn't appreciate Ray getting rayed? Okay, it's old. Everyone needs to understand that is a tradition as old as time of my life. Okay, raying the Ray. My friends all enjoy it, including Rob. Don't you worry, it's okay.
I do enjoy it.
Live and die by having this happen to me. I promise you. Rob just enjoys
you don't
it more
get that on other.
He hasn't been able to.
streams,
He hasn't been able to
you
do
know?
it as much. Yeah, exactly. He was smart enough to come up with a nice little new thing that they're fucking doing.
Well, there's a lot of competition. I think Nice and Blunt streaming right now, and I do appreciate that guy. That guy's awesome. The Fantasy Football Garage, there's a bunch of, and obviously Flock and all those people, but they're more of my level of kind of a grassroots following. But you're not getting someone getting raid on those shows. They're taking it a lot more serious. Even though we have some of the most serious football conversations ever on these shows, like in depth. But you also get Ray getting raid from his own clip, which is just fucking the Tiny Dancer stretch was just all time last year. Like people paying supers to be like,
just to get
hey man, like that running back on the what do you think about who's the running back on the Seahawks? And then Ray's like, oh, it's kind of boom, hold me closer, Tiny Dancer.
Do you guys by chance know who this? And by the way, when I say this in a nice way, and in a funny way, and also in a hateful way, and I want to say it in like a playful, hateful way, because his name's John Breaks Bad News. Do you guys know who this dude is?
Yes,
No.
yes, he's real.
John, okay. Dude, Rob, this guy, he's probably me and Jonathan's age. If I had to guess, might be a little younger. He literally has he's if I had to guess the way he looks, he's probably 5'9", 5'10", probably 200 pounds, long hair, but he's got a like maybe like this long beard, but it's just like that straggly, dirtbaggish beard. But the dude's a genius because he literally, his business is basically, Rob, if you wanted to, you would pay him to call me. Hey, Ray, this is Ray. Yeah. Who's this? Hey, Ray, this is John with John Breaks Bad News. I have bad news to break to you. Rob says you're gay, and he found out because he saw you sucking a dude off in the alley at the bar you guys were at, and he thought that no one saw. He super saw, and he knows you're totally fucking gay, dude. I'm gonna say shit like that. But
your hands are what makes it possible. Your shoulder pads are hard and stiff. Your hands are tender, and they can move and caress the ball. that's kind of gay, but hey.
Perfect. Jeez. Of course.
Ray, what's the best? Hey, Ray, what's the best availability? That's NIU versus Iowa. Yeah, the local announcer. Ray, what's the best availability?
Best ability is availability. Boom. You don't think I've been saying it myself in the car driving around from work?
Self-talk all the way home.
Oh, looking in the mirror, not even looking at the road. You can't even say that.
Either you will not.
I just passed on Michael
Best
Wilson.
abilities, availability. Best abilities, availability. Best abilities, availability. Best availabilities, availability.
God.
I wanted Michael Wilson.
What did you say?
I said you clip yourself.
Of course. That's my life, dude. If I can't do something like that, what's life worth living? For you to think that I'm not funny and just what? No, I can't live like that. God, no. And you know what? Oh, thank God. What's Biggie Smalls about to do?
I had the toughest decision ever. It was Michael Wilson or Jordan Brooks. Jordan Brooks fell a lot too. Michael Wilson fell a little farther. Brooks is 102 ADP. Michael Wilson is 197, right? Jonathan Brooks, sorry. And 113, I had a choice, and I had the option for both positions, man. But I have not been able to get Jonathan Brooks ever because I won't take him at pick 100. I just won't do it. I feel like insane. Take him at 113 as my fourth running back, but I wanted Michael Wilson as well. So Mouth got some really good value there on Michael Wilson, especially.
No, it wasn't what you did. It's what I did. Sorry, I apologize. It was just in like, yeah.
Does this now prove to you guys that I was the Michael Wilson bro before it was cool to be a Michael Wilson bro? That I am not a Michael Wilson bro anymore because I just passed on him to take Jonathan Brooks and I needed a fifth receiver, like 20 picks after ADP. Does this prove that I'm a Marvin Harrison guy now? I know my words say one thing, but this shows right here.
What's crazy?
We were all getting Jonathan Brooks at pick 140 and 150, and we loved it there. And I liked it at 130. I liked it at 120. I kind of liked it at 115. 102. No way. And in correlation with that, Chuba Hubbard went from 60 to 65 to now 74. Chuba Hubbard is the best value right now.
Brooks is getting up there too high for somebody that's had 15 touches in the NFL.
25 snaps, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, how many running backs that were drafted in his range didn't do nothing?
I still like Jonathan Brooks, man. It's just like he's now going almost like ahead of the handcuff range, but like he is a handcuff, and I think he has a little bit more juice because of the fact that the starting running back there is Chuba Hubbard, who's pretty bad, and like the draft capital of Jonathan Brooks. But it's just the gap is way too close. It should be a 40 pick, say 48 to 52 pick gap, and right now it's like 38 picks. No, thank you.
Just wait till the training camp. What do you think is going to happen then?
Ooh, we're going to take a guy I don't take a lot. That's the thing is me and Storey were talking about this. It might end up with, right now it's 74 and 105. It might end up at 79 and 90, like within the same round. That is insane. Like no way, no how am I taking a guy that I have to sit in the bench for 5 weeks and see how it shakes out to be picked in the 8th round. Like that 8th round is where we were taking David Montgomery the last couple of years. You know what I mean? On the Lions offense. Last time I checked, the Panthers are not the Lions. The last time I checked, Jonathan Brooks is not David Montgomery. Just a couple things I'm pointing out. I think. I could be wrong.
Sounds like you're just being a super hater, man. Like, jeez, man.
I'm a hater. We're hating.
What?
We're hating.
Hate in your heart. Welcome to the Hater Players Ball. Oh, Buck Nasty. I see you showed up. I was busy having sex with your mama. And always what they call beautiful.
Oh, who took Malik Willis? God damn. I could have got Malik Willis and
I'm sure you know what I was doing there. I'm glad.
Player header's ball, of course.
Yeah. That's like literally like that clip alone, dude. I could watch that clip once a day and probably laugh at least at some joke in that. It's just too good. Maybe dumb as hell. And the player hater's ball. And the old so-called beautiful.
I played the fifth.
Yeah.
I should get some Chappelle clips up in here, dude, because
I miss Chappelle.
Dude, when he finds out he knocks up Oprah, I quit.
The draft.
It's yours. Oh yeah.
The draft.
I've always wanted to say this.
The
for shizzle. Goodbye, fried chicken. Hello, fried rice. We choose a Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang.
And the little
that old duty bastard is now known as I can't remember. It's like some fried chicken.
Yeah. Old Dirty Chinese restaurant. He's
Oh,
Old Dirty
thank
Chinese
you.
restaurant.
It's now known as Old Dirty Chinese restaurant. So fucking good, bro. So fucking good, dude. Holy hell.
Guys, if we get 11 likes on this video, we have 19. We still need 30. 11 likes, 4 more subs. Actually, that's more than 4, but we'll say 4 more subs. 8 more Super Chat dollars or a Patreon member. Someone signing up live during the stream. We do one more draft. Jonathan, you don't have to stick around if you don't want. Ray, I know you got to work in the morning. It's really early for Jonathan, though. It's what is it, only 11:30 there? 11:21?
Yeah, it's 11:20.
Yeah, West Coast is nice for the show. Why are you fucked? Because you picked Sam Darnold?
Oh, dude, no. We're having our grand opening of our Elgin branch, and all, like, literally the president of the entire Orkin Midwest is going to be there. And yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be real super fun. Number one. I'm really super happy and
Sounds
excited.
like a hoot, man.
Hooting natty up my asshole. Yeah, be great. Very great. As long as they give me the creme. So it's not as rough up there. That's all I ask.
Look at my buy situation.
Yeah, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
I wish I could take Ryan Flournoy. I can't. Someone take Ryan Flournoy so I don't have to take him. Please. In Tesla. I can't take week 6 buys. 9 more. We got 21. Here we go. 9 more. Ooh. Is Pittman my 4? Or not Pittman. Sutton? I don't think I like this receiver room. St. Brown, T. Higgins, Ted McMillan. That's okay. Sutton and Casey Concepcion. Seems a little light.
Light in the ass, if you will.
A little light. I'm done at running back. I have 5. Ugh, seems a little light. I know there's no way in the world Mouth takes Cam Ward here. He has 2 quarterbacks. He's waiting for Geno Smith. Guarantee you that. By the way, I think ESPN did their projections, points per game projections for each offense. The Jets are 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Now, I think that's insane. I think the Jets are a top 22 offense, but, like, you know.
All the weapons.
I still find that funny, like the fact that they actually did that. That's just, I mean, I don't agree with that at all either. That's just straight disrespect.
Like they're worse than the fucking Dolphins? Like what? The Dolphins? The Raiders? What are we talking about? Yeah, I got to get the list. I'll find the list, but I saw that. I was like, if Mouse saw this, he would have a fucking heart attack. Because he's investing a lot into the Jets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Disbanded said he started laughing and now he has the hiccups. I like to do that. That's a good. I hate the hiccups. I'm just saying, like, to get the hiccups from laughing means that we're doing something right and, like, life is good. Hiccups and beer. Ray, you had the hiccups on the show when we did the Brittany Griner show.
Yes, I did.
That was a 4-hour show though, and you were drinking.
Yes, I was.
Yes, I did. Yes, I was. I hate hiccups, dude. That shit sucks. It sucks.
I love that Simpson. It's a Simpsons bit in the. It's one clip.
How do you guys get rid of hiccups?
Me? I just hold my breath as long as I can.
Okay, Jonathan, you?
To get rid of them?
Yeah.
Found a bunch of soda, usually. Add
soda?
Burp a fat burp. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Carbonation.
I drink water. You drink water upside down. So instead of drinking like this, you drink it like this. I'm telling you, it works every time. My dad taught me this years ago.
Yeah, cool, dude. You know what?
Awesome.
How about I record you doing that, and then we'll post it to the Discord. And
It spills all over yourself. I'm not going to do it with beer. No, it works every time. I promise you.
Where do you do that at? The guest bedroom with the swing?
You do it in the fucking sink, dude.
No, Jonathan. He does that in the master bedroom with their little contraption they have
hanging
hanging
in the doorway.
from the ceiling. No, from the ceiling,
dude.
Bolts
I
it
have a pretty large.
into
Just
the
so you guys
joist.
know, I have a pretty large ejaculate. So when I blow, especially after intercourse with my wife. I'm keeping this really PC.
When you blow,
even though it's not PC at all. Yeah, when I blow, and I come. It
Oh,
sprays
there it
all
is.
over the room. It's like a wild
it's-
fireman's hose. You got to hold on and just hold on for dear life.
So your
Sprays
popcorn
like a-
ceiling's not from factory?
Sorry, Miss Bond. God, you guys like a goddamn animal. Huh?
My point is, if I'm doing that in my bedroom, am I worried about spilling a little water on my bed? Like, I don't. If anything, it cleans off my bed. I have now that the semen isn't all over the bed. There's just fucking water. So
The Seaman.
Science.
it is science.
According to retailers, the most popular Halloween mask this year is O.J. Simpson. And the most popular Halloween greeting is, I'll kill you and that guy who's bringing over your glasses, or treat.
I love that mugshot of OJ.
Hashtag not guilty.
Hey, not guilty for sure. Another great mugshot I love. Here you go.
Oof.
Ew. You know what looks like a mugshot that's not? Is Helen Hunt.
Hello. Yeah.
She's happy she got arrested.
What,
She's
what
like,
did she ever do to you, dude? Like, you literally, like, what is the origin of the fucking, like, what did this woman ever do to you?
Dude, she's the
what
fucking
movie
producer of the show, man.
Did you waste 2 hours watching? and
Castaway.
thought to yourself,
One of my favorite movies of all time. She's a bitch in that movie. She fucked up, bro. She was plowing into that dentist way before Tom Hanks.
I
left
love
the
it.
island.
She fucked up. Fuck that bitch.
I didn't say that.
I
Okay,
know,
I just show the picture.
I
of her.
know. I'm just, that's hilarious.
I always say, Helen, you look extra lovely today. You know, I'm always super fucking complimentary of the girl. I'm always just like, you look great. You look great.
Sure. Yeah, right.
Handsome.
That's why you show her best picture ever. You know, she give her any.
There's no good recent pictures of Helen Hunt. Doesn't exist.
No.
That's the point. You can at least give her 5 years ago instead of fucking 2025 or 2026. Okay.
I don't even
Give
know
her-
if 5 years would do it.
Well, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Rob's never given her any.
Here's the story. You want to hear the actual story? She's in a horror movie from like 2022. It's actually a really good movie. I'll get you guys a name in the Discord. And she's like the mom. And this is, fucking 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Right.
And me and Erica watched the first 40 minutes of the movie. I did not realize it was Helen Hunt. And I have a long history with Helen Hunt, dude. So for me not to recognize, I was like, is that Helen Hunt? And I pull it up on IMDb. I was like, that's Helen Hunt.
Okay.
I was like,
See, now
blew my
this
mind.
makes, but this makes so much more sense for you to say that instead of just like, I don't know, like that, like that's a Ray Brittany Griner before you just gave an actual good explanation. That makes a lot of sense though. You wasted
Mouth's
time.
gonna take Adonai Mitchell here, isn't he? God damn it, Mouth. I knew it.
What did you expect?
I gotta take my
not-
receivers are gonna be
not take
so
a jet?
bad. My receivers are gonna be so bad, dude. This is so bad.
Judy.
I know. I have Concepcion. It's a sit and go. I feel like this is like a nice hedge of Concepcion. I have my tight ends are great. My quarterbacks are great. I have Lamar. It's just I have to take these shitty receivers now. 3 more shitters.
I got to do it.
I really hate it.
Not as much as you hate Helen, but it's okay.
I don't hate Helen Hunt.
I know.
Okay?
No, but
I'm very hard on her.
No. But like what you said makes so much sense. You literally were watching a movie, and you when you first saw her, you were like, "No, that's not her." No, you saw her again, and you're like, "Is that her?" And then, again, not saying to Erica in your head, you're like, "Wait, is that her?" And you saw her a third time, dude. That's got to be her. And then you said something like, "Is that fucking Helen Hunt?" And
Like, if it was Bonnie Hunt or something, that's one thing. I don't have a history of Bonnie Hunt. Like Jumanji, I love Bonnie Hunt, but like Helen Hunt is like etched in my memory, dude. I've seen Castaway 20 times. Twister is an all-time movie. Like Helen Hunt is a major actress. To not recognize her because of the plastic surgery is bonkers to me.
Well, especially our age, you also have the what what my favorite Helen Hunt is Twister. Oh, hold on, let me get it. Twister.
Oh, this sucks. I'm just gonna start reaching for all the guys. I fucked up this wide receiver room. The team must look great out, okay.
Oh, here we go. Rob Geno Smith to his mouth.
Yeah, Geno, here he comes.
Ray Davis. Oh, Ray Davis.
Took Ray from me. No, he's my Ray. Damn you, Mouth.
Hetzer, don't forget about this flex, man. There's 2 running back spots, but there is a flex. Guys, 9 more likes. We get 9 more likes. We hop in another draft. I know Ray wants to do one, although you have an early day tomorrow, right, Ray? You have an early day every day. Ray's a fucking trooper.
Yeah. Just not looking forward to tomorrow. It's gonna be a shit day. But everyone has those once in a while. Can't be perfect.
Yeah, I can sleep in as long as I want. Yeah, rubbing it in a little bit. I have to do about 2 hours of work for me and Chaz's show tomorrow. The tight end preview. I put in 2 hours for the tight end preview, guys. That's my devotion. Well, I'm gonna watch the film.
Hour and a half on
I'm just
Hawkinson.
gonna watch. I know my Hawkinson. No, I'm gonna just look up some stuff, and then also probably watch an hour of film of some guys. I just like to refresh myself, right, of last year's film, of some guys that, or maybe I watched Sadiq's college film one more time. I watched it 3 times with the draft stuff, and it doesn't mean I know it. It's just I want to be fresh in the stuff when I'm talking about the guys. The problem is evaluating tape, right? Because anyone can watch tape. Can you evaluate the tape you're watching and not be biased? And it comes down to being in a good mood or a bad mood. I can watch film of player X. If I am in a great mood, like I'm going to come out seeing like good stuff in that player. Also their highlights, right? But like if I'm in a bad mood and I watch a player, I'm going to be like, this fucking guy sucks. This fucking guy. Like, you see this? Fucking body catch. And then my wife's like, dude, he caught that with his hands. I'm like, no, it's a body catch. Fucking see this shit? Fucking guys catching with his body. Like, I'm telling you, that's life, though. That's a human element of all the things we're talking about. So, like, when you watch it 3 or 4 times, you're checking yourself because you're in different headspaces. You know what I mean? And we can't get dug in too much in these guys unless it's my guy, TJ Hawkinson.
Oh, jeez.
My dogs are good enough to let me. They're old enough now, and one's still kind of a puppy, but they're good enough to let me. And the thing is, I'm up with them till 4 or 5 in the morning anyway. So like, they're sure as fuck. They wake up with my wife when she goes to work at 7, and then they're good as long as I want. If I want to sleep till 11, they'll do that. You're up just for the dogs and the plants. What kind of plants do you have, bro? What is going on here? That was like a subtle part of that thing we didn't read. Like.
I was reading it. It was like from that one movie where what's that movie with the guy from I Shrunk the Kids with the plant that's
the shop. Little shop of horrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that plant?
Yeah, I was about to say,
dude,
it's gotta be cannabis, bro. Like, of course, man. It's his little baby, dude.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So Jonathan, I work for Orkin Pest Control, and I'm a home inspector. So I go to people's homes and do like a full home inspection, your attic, basement, crawl space, the whole deal. There was this house I went to about 6 months ago. It was this black family, super nice. They were super cool. And I told me I want to go in your basement. The wife stopped. She's like, "Oh, the basement, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, because they had ants, and like their ants are your house because of moisture, and moisture is usually in your basement. So I wanted to go down there, and she's like, "Honey, the Orkin guy wants to go in the basement." He just like grunted. He was at his computer. He's like didn't really say anything. And she was just like, "All right, whatever." Like, come down. And I started walking down. I kid you not, there was this weed plant that was the size of a fucking bush, dude. It was fucking ginormous. It didn't smell like weed at all. I was like, that's a beautiful plant you got there. and it was, dude, I kid you not, though, it was literally ginormous, and it didn't smell anything. And then I went to, it was weird as hell, dude. I normally don't find like people growing weed all that often, but that particular day I went to that house. The next house I went to, I was at the outside, I was doing the outside inspection, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, somebody's got to be smoking a joint like right next door. Like, it is so potent. I'm like, what is going on right now? And I just looked down when I pulled my feet. It was just a couple plants, dude. There's fucking just outside, just doing this thing, growing. I was like, I just laughed. I'm like, holy shit, these fucking stoners, dude. But
wide receiver, Hetzer. Sorry, Hetzer super chatted. Do I take running back or wide receiver?
Yeah,
you have 5 running backs and 7 receivers. If Jaden Blue and Braylon Allen are the only 2 guys I take a running back. Those are the only 2 guys to take a running back. If they're there, you can take either, but I would probably go wide. This is really close. I'm going to read you his team real quick. He's at the 1 slot right here. I'm going to scroll up here. Let's help Hetzer out a little bit. Gibbs, Montgomery, Tony Pollard, Jordan Mason, Woody Marks are his running backs. No bye issues really to speak of. George Pickens, Devonta Smith, Mike Evans, DK's is 4, Addison's is 5, McMillan's is 6, Trey Tucker's is 7. So it's really close. Like, I see why he's asking this because I can make an argument for both. The answer is probably neither because they're both fine, but you have 3 tight ends and you have Brock Purdy and Baker Mayfield. The answer is Jacoby Brissett. The answer is Jacoby Brissett, brother. Or Geno Smith. Would you guys agree with his quarterback room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would take Jacoby just because Jacoby seems to be at least a nice floor, especially now you add in the Love there. But
yeah.
Like, who's going to help your team the most? If it's Geno or Brissett, you're taking one of those guys. They're going to help your team the most because I like Purdy and Mayfield, but you don't have like a ringing quarterback room. It's a good quarterback room. Sit and go. You only have 2. Who else you taking there? Oh, fuck. Hold on. Jesus. I had to take Cooper Kupp. That's a hedge for my fucking Torrey Horton pick. I almost got auto pick Brandon Ayuk. So,
wow.
God damn it. You know what, Hetzer? Shout to you because that cost me my auto draft.
He raised you.
I would have taken Christian Kirk. Yeah, I would have taken Christian Kirk or I don't know, probably Jack Bash. But you know what? In a sit and go, I think Cooper Kupp is fine. It's a hedge with Torrey Horton. You know what? I'm not super mad about that pick. I think it actually works out. I'm talking myself into that for sure.
You're damn right you are.
Yeah, disbanded breeds cannabis and corgis and chickens. That's
shit. That's awesome, world, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Disbanded. So his plants
corgis are great dogs. Fucking chickens.
All together or separate?
Dude, a triple right there. It's a corgi chicken mix that's high as shit is what it is. It's just high as fuck.
Dude, it was so funny. I was at a house the other day. They had chickens outside, and I was just, it was their neighbor. I was in their backyard, and I was just like, oh, what's up, chick shit? I was like, burp, burp, burp. They were literally like coming up like to the fucking fence. Like, burp, burp, burp. Oh, literally, there was like 10 of them. They're all so interested in me. Shocking, you know? They're like, look at this.
Hey, you're going to get Geno. He's going to get Geno with the last pick. This is the best pick of all time. How did Geno Smith fall to the last pick?
Because I took Jacoby.
Either way, I'm saying that's amazing for Hetzer. That's the best thing ever right there. All right, we're ready to draft grades. Yeah, you will take Geno. Thank you for Cooper Kupp, Hetzer. You influenced my team far more than I wanted to.
Hetzer's funny. Okay. Right, still Jacoby.
I got a dollar. Hey, from that, I got a dollar. I got $1.20 from his super chat, which pays for a fourth of the league. So a fourth of my buy-ins paid for now. So the Cooper Kupp pick was probably fair, right? Like it might have fucked my team a little bit. It was all even. It was all even. I think it's a wash. And you got Geno Smith out of it. So we're good. All right. Let's go to draft grades here. Hetzer squad first. I'm going to go through these teams, guys. Just give me a letter grade. We're at 3 hours and 8 minutes. If we do get 8 likes in this video before we're done, or now it's $6 in super chats, 8 likes, a Patreon sub, or all the other stuff. You know, I'm not going to go through it again. I'm fucking tired. We will do another draft. But A through F, guys, Hetzer's team, Brock Purdy, Baker Mayfield, and Geno Smith. Pretty nice. That Geno Smith makes this fucking quarterback room great, right? Like, this was an average quarterback room to have, I think, pretty good with 3 guys. Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Tony Pollard, Jordan Mason, and Woody Marks. You could have used somebody else, but who are you going to take? Nobody that's really going to help this room. This is a fine room. Pickens, Smith, Evans, Metcalf, Addison, McMillan, Trey Tucker, with Sadiq, Gunnar Helm, and Terrence Ferguson. So having Sadiq as your first tight end is terrible, but having 3, I think you got the last guy in the tier for me. The last guy I'm comfortable drafting is Terrence Ferguson. It's a fine tight end room. I'm going to give this a B to B+. I think this is a plus build. Not the most firepower, so I'm going to give it a B, between B and B+. Jonathan, what's your grade?
Yeah, B to B+. Something like a 8.6.
Right?
I give it a solid B just because the tight end room, there's just no guarantees there at all. A lot of upside, very good upside, just no guarantees. And then Jordan Mason and Woody, I just say solid B. There's a lot of good things here, things to be had, but solid, very solid team.
I dig it. Big Ray. We have Kyler Murray, Sam Darnold, and Jacoby Brissett. Really good quarterback room with where you drafted them. Jeremiah Love, Bucky Irving, Jalen Warren, Chris Rodriguez, and Emmett Johnson with Jamar Chase, Rasheed Rice, Terry McLaurin, Marvin Harrison, Ricky Pearsall, Trey Harris, Tesla, and Ted Hurst with Laporta and Chickahonquil. Ray, dude, you did it, brother.
Yeah.
Did Ray do it? I love this team. Marvin Harris is your 4. Pearsall's your 5. I mean, you reached on Jeremiah Love a bit, but Irving and then Jalen Warren's a great 3. Rodriguez is a good 4. The running back room is a tad light, but dude, this is a fucking B+. This is a very good team, Ray. This is your best team you've maybe not your best team you've had. This is your this team makes the most sense in a sit and go. Like this is a coherent team. The most coherent team, not that you've drafted. It's an A+ for coherent. It's a great team. Great fucking team, dude. It's a great team.
I love it. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I was pretty happy, especially my receiver room. I'm very happy with my tight end room. I think is very good. My quarterback room, there's a nice balance there. So, yeah.
All right, we're doing one more from Mouth. Shut up, Mouth. By the way, guys.
Thank you, Mouth. Love you, brother.
If you are interested in a different program that's not as, not 3.5 hours a night, every single night, that talks more than just fantasy football. We're talking NFL. We're talking MLB. We're talking NHL. We're talking World Cup. We're talking NBA. We're talking life on Downtown Sports, where sports come home. A little bit New York centric as well if you're a New York sports fan. But either way, give them a listen. They're on YouTube now and 23 other platforms. Iron Eagle, Noah Eagle. They have the best guests. I have Jonathan and Ray. No offense to you guys. You're not Noah and Iron Eagle. I don't think you take offense to that. But
no. Uncle Ion is a special specimen.
And I'm going to be on the show tomorrow, so it's going to be a great time. So, yeah, check them out. Give them a sub if you could. I'd really appreciate everyone following him and helping him out. So, Ray, good team, man. This is your best team that I've seen. Maybe not your best all-around team, but in terms of balance, this is it. You hit the goal here, and I'm very proud of you. This is huge. Huge. And you were talking and making jokes, and, you weren't, super engaged in the draft. It just came to you, and I'm just – good for you, man. For real. Good for you. Biggie Smalls team. I'm just kidding. This is the guy that took all these running backs.
Biggie Smalls.
I'm not going to grade his team. I just want to look
I know.
He was focused on Tupac, like I said. Let's go on to Mouse team. We have Drake May, Dak Prescott, and Bryce Young.
Oh, my God.
A+ quarterback room.
Yeah, say my God.
JT, Chase Brown, Kenny Gainwell, Tajay Spears, and Ray Davis. This is very balanced. You have your perfect 3 in Kenny Gainwell, a contributor in Tajay Spears, and the wild card handcuff there in Ray Davis. Olave, Neighbors, Devontae Adams, Quentin Johnson, Wilson, Mitchell, Franklin, Booty, with Mark Andrews and Dalton Kincaid. I love this. Tight end room's a little light, but I like Mark Andrews as your stalwart there. I don't love Malik Neighbors in a sit and go, but you got him at pick 42. So, Mouth is the most vocal guy about not drafting Malik Neighbors. So 7 picks after ADP, I think, is fair in a sit and go. And he wasn't his 1. When he's your 1, it's more of an issue.
That would have been more.
Adams is perfect mix with Neighbors for the early season stuff. Johnson, Wilson, Mitchell. Wide receiver room does leave some to be desired.
I agree.
That's a B. I'm giving it a B because I don't love the receiver room. If Neighbors is coming back earlier, he comes back to form, this could make it a B+ to an A because Neighbors is not a wide receiver 2. Jonathan, what is your grade for this team?
I say this grade's probably a B, maybe a B- because I just don't know about Neighbors being in there and then trying to look at his other. Yeah. And
I don't love Franklin and Booty. I don't like.
Yeah, I don't like Franklin and Booty in that one.
Yeah, I'm going B- as well. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead. No, you're up. You're right. Go
ahead.
Yeah,
I would say B- too, just because as much as I love Neighbors as his talent, I have not been hearing very good things coming, how he's been progressing. Now, Mouth, you're there. You hear things. I'd love to hear from, if there's something better than what I'm hearing. And nonetheless, like you said, as we were reading his team, the top end of his team was great. And then as he just kept going on, there's just a little bit more to be had. So, like I said, that not terrible by any means. It's a pretty good team. I think B- is solid.
I just have to hear why you drafted Troy Franklin because that's the pick for me. Troy Franklin in a tournament with Bo Nix. Okay, you could sell me on that, but maybe he's gonna be involved. He's not a player I like. So again, I hate grading based on players I like and don't like because that's the weather. But for me, I think we all agree we don't like. That's one player I just don't like. So either way, it's a good team. I just don't love the stretch after Michael Wilson. Solid B, though. It's a good team. The running back room in particular and the quarterback room are super elite. All right, you can eviscerate my team now. I don't know if I like this team. I guess we'll see.
Really quick injury aside on Neighbors. I don't like Matt Nagy being the OC there.
Yeah, don't say.
Malik Neighbors is so elite, bro. He's so elite.
I know, but
Lamar Jackson and Cam Ward at quarterback. I got some pretty nice value, 13 picks value on Cam Ward. A-Chain, Tootin, Blake Corum, Jonathan Brooks, and Isaiah Pacheco. That's how you build a running back room, folks. That is very, very balanced. Tootin way after 10 picks after ADP. St. Brown, T. Higgins, Tet McMillan, Cortland Sutton, Concepcion, Judy, Horton, Tyquan Thornton, and Cooper Kupp with Kyle Stinky Pitts and TJ Hawkinson, my Lord and Savior. I love you, TJ. I have no issues with the tight end room, first of all, just because TJ Hawkinson's a tight end 1. And then Kyle Pitts is as safe as it really comes where you're getting him. But I guess the big question is, the top 3 receivers are elite. And then after that, there is question marks. Sutton, Concepcion, Judy, Horton, Thornton, Kupp. I mean, I kind of hedged on both those guys because I needed some floor with Kupp. Was an auto pick, I guess. But Kupp, Horton, and then Judy and Concepcion. I don't know. I do like the running back room, though. It's a weird team. Ray, what do you have for grade for this team?
This is a Ray team, dude. This is risky, and I like it because you're literally going 0 to 100 here because in one world, you could have Lamar get injured again, Cam Ward not live up to anything. Your quarterback room goes to shit. You have the other side where Lamar turns to, goes back to MVP level, and then Cam Ward turns out to be a top 12, top 10 quarterback. Then, I'm just saying that there's I can go down the whole list and say that about most of these guys, but your wide receiver top 3 is elite, I like Tootin more than most. So, I'd say C+ to B-, probably C+.
I give it a B-. I think Sutton's going to turn out better than what you're worried about for him. They throw the ball a shit ton there.
B-, C+.
You stupid fuck! Go buy some sandals! Hey, go buy some sandals! You want to fight? I'll fight. I haven't fought in 10 years. I'm fighting that. What you got? Let's see. Throw down, bitch. Throw down, bitch.
Justin Long, one of the greatest side characters in any movie, comedy ever.
Oh, yeah. Especially in Zach and Miri Mega Porno. I will say this, guys. I agree with everything you said because in a sit and go, you guys know how I draft, especially in sit and goes. I draft a lot of floor and very safe. This is not a safe team. This team could finish 9th or this could finish 1st. Usually mine are usually going to be top 4. I feel like top 5, 3rd, 4th, 5th. It's kind of the floor. With Basel, Tootin, guys like A-Chain, I don't like a lot of these guys. That's an issue with this team. Let's move on. I think B- is a fair grade.
It's a 3-hour into the stream YOLO team.
We have Montana's team. Trevor Lawrence, Jared Goff, and Mendoza, Genty, Walker, ETN, Keaton Mitchell, Jonah Coleman, Ibuka, Moore, Tate, Pittman, Coker, Branch, and Coleman with Kraft, Strange, and Darnell Washington. He's back on the Darnell Washington train, boys. Back on the escalator again. Pretty balanced. I don't
Kids
like
on the escalator again.
I think Lawrence and Goff are more than enough, but if you want to take Mendoza there, don't love that pick. I love the top 3 running backs. Keaton Mitchell's a fine 4. I think Jonah Coleman's he's actually a value now. He's falling a little bit based on not having any news about, the awesome blurbs that you get from these rookies this time of year. And then it's a balanced wide receiver room. I love Coker as your 5, Branch and Coleman. This is about the most B- team I've ever seen in my life. Not saying it's bad. Better than C, but it's good. It's right down the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mocha. It's Mocha, right down the middle.
It's Mocha, yeah.
I think it's B-.
That being said, in a sit and go, that's what you want. I mean, I'm not disparaging the team at all. I think it's balanced at every position. An average is not bad. This is a safer team than mine. You agree with that, Jonathan? B-? Or do you think it's a little better?
No, I agree. It's a B-. There's nothing that's like, oh, damn, that's great. And there's nothing like, oh, it's terrible.
All right, we have Derek's team here. The American Sniper, Chris Kyle. He had a great.
Did he start with Brock Bowers automatically?
Yeah, Brock Bowers is on his team. Just an honorable mention. Jaden Daniels and Matt Stafford, Kyron Williams, Javonte Williams, RJ Harvey, Dylan Sampson, Sean Tucker, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Brian Thomas, Chris Godwin, Shaheed, Travis Hunter, Calvin Ridley, Surratt, George Kittle, Juwan Johnson, Evan Ingram. I actually don't love this team, believe it or not. It's good, but it's not a Chris Kyle American Sniper team. Quarterback room's elite, for sure, for 2.
Really only 2 relevant running backs.
Sean Tucker. The running back room is a little weak. Although you have 2 studs there in the Williams brothers. It's fine. It's Chris Godwin's a 4, Shaheed. It's fine. It's similar to the last team. B-, man. It's B-.
I'd go more B on this one.
Yeah,
Jonathan?
a little bit. Yeah, I'd go B on this one just because, I mean, those first 3 wide receivers.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
stout.
I'm with that as well. Especially Rob. He's got your boy Shaheed there is his 5th. I mean, plus his tight end room's pretty. I mean, Ingram he didn't hate. Ingram he didn't have to pick.
And he has Brock Bowers in the bench. So like,
yeah,
you can just call up Brock Bowers. You know, he's on the AAA team. You just call him up whenever you need a fucking spot start. You got Brock Bowers. And I like Shaheed, Godwin, Thomas. That's a nice upside. I don't know. I have higher bar for Derek. So if I don't see something that blows my fucking hair back, there's not a lot of hair to blow back these days. But it's a B-. It's a good team. I don't know. I
was gonna say. I guess CD and JJ together in one team doesn't blow your nutsack off.
All right, solid B. Still a bad team for Derek. B is not a good grade for Derek, guys.
There you go,
He's
Derek. Whatever. I'm helping him out because like that is elite. I mean, he's got the Williams Bros. You said elite quarterback room, Williams Bros, and then CD and JJ. I mean, that's enough.
Yeah.
Derek, you didn't get that whole thing was me actually giving you props because this is a pretty goddamn good team. And I'm grading you on a scale now, you motherfucker.
So that is
actually
you have a high floor. You have a high floor.
Good team.
Derek.
We have last team here, Connor's team, Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers. We have James Cook, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Tank Bigsby, and Jaden Blue, Wilson, Reed, Worthy, Golden, Shakir, Diggs, Debo, Wicks, Bateman, with Warren and Jake Ferguson. This is a wonky fucking team, dude. This is wonky at quarterback with Aaron Rodgers, you too. It's wonky at running back because after Josh Jacobs, you have a handcuff for Saquon, and you have Jaden Blue, who could be a 0. And then Jaden Reed, your 2. Really? That being said, Worthy, Golden, Shakir, and then Diggs, Debo, Wicks, Bateman. Dude, I kind of like what you did here. It's not a sit-and-go team. If you take away the stacks, I'm gonna go B- on this team with upside for A. Honestly, like this team wins the league if things break a little bit his way. It's specifically Diggs and Debo. If they sign in decent spots, this wide receiver room is fine because I hate Reed as a 2. Worthy's not a good 3, but Worthy and Golden have big weeks. Shakir's a nice floor play. Diggs and Debo will be floor plays, and then Wicks and Bateman, and you have Tyler Warren and Jake Ferguson. So good tight end room. This is one of the weirder teams we've ever seen. I think it's just both free agent wide receivers. Aaron Rodgers is your 2. You got Jurassic Park going on at quarterback. It's wild stuff. So pretty good team. You guys have. Well, give me a grade.
I mean,
B-.
right. I say B- as well. That's what
everything's.
All right. We're going to do a Frenzy Marathon, guys, and I can't do draft grades in this team. So we're just going to do it and then finish off the stream because it's going to be 4 hours, and that's kind of the norm around here these days, gentlemen. Jonathan, if you need to hop off, Ray, whover, I'm going to finish.
Unfortunately, I got to get up in 3 hours,
you do have to get up, Ray. So Jesus Christ. Jonathan, if you want to hop off, don't even worry about it. Don't feel any pressure. I'll be finished by myself. You're good. Go ahead. Go get some sleep. Hang out. Hop in the chat section. Whatever you want to do. I'll finish this solo, and you did 3 hours and 24 minutes. It goes by pretty fast, though, right?
Yeah, no, it goes by fast, real quick. A lot of fun.
Appreciate you, Big Ray. Big Ray. Any last words to say to the peeps or anything?
Ben Johnson retrusted. He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
Oh, Ray, how do you fall for that?
It's fine because at least at least what I said is truth. What the clip he used, so whatever.
I was kidding.
Whatever.
No last words, guys. I got to do this draft. Love you guys.
Whatever.
We'll talk to you soon. All right, we're hopping in the Frenzy Marathon. Whoever wants to draft, I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes. Who wants to draft? Love you, Ray.
You turd.
See you, buddy.
Love you, boys. Have a good one. Appreciate it, Rob. Later, boys. Thanks for the support.
That's good shit. Let me know who's gonna draft. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. 1 minute. 1 minute. We're gonna join this fucker. I'm Toasty, and it's fine. We're having a good time as always in the stream. You know, this is why I love doing what I do because you know, with you guys, but also the cast of characters I have coming on, as well as some of the fans. It's just a great fucking times. I just play that again. It's just
he had a meniscus issue, which what totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
Oh, when I made that, I was laughing for like 2 straight minutes. Like the music, and then just he comes in with his voice, just comparing it to the Chicago Bulls. I just fucking Ray. Ray is epic all time. All right, we're gonna do it. Mouth. I want to make sure Mouth's in this one. Mouth paid for it. Mouth, are you here? Are you here, Mouth? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a I'm here. Give me anything, and then we're going to hop in. I want to make sure you get in this one. There's no guarantees. This is a tournament. We don't know. We should hopefully get in this one together because it's 1:57 in the morning Central Time, but who knows? So let's get right. There we go. All right, we're joining. Let's go. Let's go. I'm joining it right now. Hop in. I'm giving it a 2-second break here, but when you hear me say hop in, hop in. Hey, 11 people. Okay, we'll see if it fills up. There we go. This will fill up at some point. Whoever wants to hop in, it is the Frenchie Marathon. Guys, this is similar to a sit and go. You got to be a little bit more aggressive than a sit and go because you're against a pool of, I don't know, fucking million players or, 30,000 players. But it is stacking is not necessary, so. Did you get another draft hatcher? Did you fill up the last one or what? Don't auto draft Hatzer. Don't waste your money, bro. Just you have better chances in that one without us being in there. Oh my God. Everyone did? Everyone did? You're saying Mouth, are you in the other one too? I tried to give it the little 5-second thing. Is Mouth in that one too? Jesus, so I'm by myself. Okay, well, I guess that's it then. I'm not going to draft this team because it's going to take fucking 5 minutes to fill this. Damn it. I usually wait like 5 seconds because if I don't, the lag from the stream, you're always about 5 seconds behind me. Damn it. Well, guys, don't back out because you're wasting the money. You know what I'm saying? So you draft your teams. Post them, post them in the Discord. I'll be on there, and I will grade everyone's squad. Fuck. So Mouth got in that one too. Mouth, for sure, Mouth's in that one because I haven't heard from him. Yes, he is. I see that. Okay, damn it. So how many of you guys are in this one? So it's 5 of you guys in this one. Damn, dude. Let me back out of this fucking draft for a second. Well, you know what? Now you guys actually have a chance to win this league and at least advance because I'm not in it. You know what I mean? Like that's a big deal. That's a fucking big deal.
He had a meniscus issue, which what totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
All right, post it in the Discord, guys. I can't wait for the draft to be over to do another one. So, Mouth, I'll hit you up tomorrow. You said 7 p.m. I can't go back and look at your comment, but I'm guessing 7 p.m. Eastern, so 6 p.m. Central. I'll be on Downtown Source. We're talking about Brandon Ayuk. I'll come prepared. I'll come fired up. I got you. I'll have a beer in my hands. We'll be ready to go. We have Jonathan in here dropping a $5 banger. Hey-o, great stream. Had a blast for the first time, and thanks for letting me hop on. I'm always down to come on whenever needed. The Ray clip is elite. I could play that clip 8 times. And I
he had a meniscus issue, which what totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
Ray has a lot of clips like that are, unique to Ray. I got to get Tiny Dancer back, but I can't. He's not Tiny Dancer anymore, guys. I just can't. This one.
I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
If Ray was only 10 years older, guys, then when Superbad came out, he wouldn't have been 17. He'd be 27. And as you know, Hollywood casts their actors 10 years younger. Ray would have been fucking Seth, Jonah Hill in Superbad. And I think he could have done it. Yeah. What do you guys think? You think he could have done it? I think he could have pulled it off because the tone he has when he is passionate about something. And the best thing is Ray is sometimes passionate about the most like minute, weird things, which Seth in that movie is also the same way. We all love him in that movie. I got to back out of this draft before it starts because where the fuck is it at? I don't even see it. There it is. Okay. Backing out. Leaving draft. Okay. All right. We hit 3.5 hours, guys. Tomorrow night, we have the Chaz joining us. The Chaz. We're doing tight end tiers, tight end deep dive. Also, I'm going to be hopping on Downtown Sports, so you guys make sure to tune into that when it releases. I will post it in the Discord. Thursday, we have Storey coming on. Friday, we have Hastings coming on. We'll probably draft, a couple teams at the end of some of those streams. We'll see how long they go. That'll be a good time. And then Saturday night, Big Ray will be back. We'll be drafting best ball with Big Ray. And then next week, same situation. 3 nights of guests, probably 4 nights of best ball. We don't miss nights around here, guys. And just getting ready for August, man. August is once August 22nd. I started saying June. I'm drunk. Once August 22nd. I think it's my first draft. Maybe I might do the 19th. 22nd is when week 3 of preseason ends. I'm going to be streaming about 34 redrafts. I think I'm going to not stream some of my home leagues, some of our offline drafts. There's going to be 34 streams of just my high-stakes redraft leagues, which is going to be a great time. That's why I started the show last year. That's why I started the streams last year. That's going to be a badass time, as well as all of the – God, I can't even talk. All the segments with the guests. We'll probably still draft some best ball teams. I'm going to probably be on 6 hours a night for that 3-week stretch, and I can't wait for that because that's the meat of what we've been waiting for this for so long, guys. You guys have been here with me 2, 3, 4 hours a night since March, since February, since the season ended, and we've been talking about all these hypotheticals and this, that, and the other, as well as having a hell of a lot of fun. But now it's time to actually put pen to paper, ink, not pencil, ink on that paper. Put our bets in, our future bets. Put our selections in our home leagues, in the Fanatics leagues, in not just best ball. We're talking real life, right? Like best ball is fun and all. It's small stakes. Our 200, our 300, our $400 leagues, however much you guys play, that is becoming a reality very soon. So I just cannot wait for that, and it's gonna be a great year, guys. This is literally the appetizer. This isn't even the appetizer. This is like the soup. We're in the soup right now. We're about to get the appetizer here in a couple of weeks. Then we're going to have the main course. Draft season is the main course. And you know what? The football season is actually dessert, which is the best part. That's the dessert. And we win our money. That is just the fucking cherry on top of the dessert. We're going to all win money, guys. You see how I phrased that? You like that? You like it's just on the fly, hammered? I'm an idiot. All right. Great stream. Jonathan, shout out Jonathan for being awesome. We appreciate Jonathan's support, him being in the community. Awesome guests. Some great insights, some great knowledge, some good times. Good vibes with Jonathan. Dude, every one of you guys are fucking A+ individuals, except for Ray. Just Ray, I'm kidding. You're not listening. Everyone's an A+ individual. We love you all, especially Ray.
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
All right, guys. 10:30. We'll do 10. We'll do 10 tomorrow. I think at 10 p.m. Central tomorrow with the Chaz against tight end deep dive. Tune in for that. I'll talk to you guys in Discord. After you guys are done drafting your team, sucks I didn't make it in there. I'll do grades for you guys. We'll chat about it a little bit. I have to tend to my dogs. And I got to take a mad piss, so good timing. All right, thank you to everybody. Appreciate everybody. You guys are awesome. Jonathan, again, one last thank you. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. I'm out.
You just seem like a good dude. I thought I'd see if you wanted to grab a beer, that's all. I'm glad you called. We get home safe, Pistol.
You got it, Jobin.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
Oh, what'd you say?
I don't know. You nicknamed me Pistol, and I just called you Jobin. It means nothing. I'm drunk. I'm gonna call a cab.